Well, you know, I'm going to say first and foremost, for those people that's out there that was setting off fireworks and setting my whole entire neighborhood on fire, y'all ain't shit. Okay, that's number one. Keeping my kid up, thinking it's freaking World War II outside.
Hey, you know what?
They still.
I seen on Instagram some people was doing fireworks during the lightning storm.
What?
Yes.
It just made the sky.
I hope
made the sky pretty.
It was amazing. I have to go back on there and send it to you. That shit was fucking.
Listen, man. I hope they got struck by lightning. That'd be the best thing in the world. If freaking Thor coming and rain down thunder on there. I swear, like, I don't know what y'all celebrating. Why you're celebrating 250 years by blowing a chunk out of it?
You got the difference between up here, the native, because we got all the native reservations up here.
Yeah.
And they all sell fireworks. So the fireworks are going to be cheaper. So people buy massive. I had a friend, he said he's bought $5,000 worth of fireworks.
God damn, bro. What the fuck you going to do with all that?
They save it for the 4th of July.
He wants to start his own war, man.
Man, get out of here, bro.
Up here, the fireworks, like I said, because of all the. Listen, there's a place called Fireworks City here, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's on probably about 5 to 6 acres, just full of fireworks.
Just fireworks.
Yeah, that's right.
So you mean
I don't do fireworks. I don't do it.
I don't need the coach.
I ain't trying to get my Jason Pierre-Paul on, man. No.
I stopped doing that a long time ago.
Every time you heard a boom, you heard a wee.
Yeah. Yep. I think somebody I think it's like right. I think it was somebody that lost their fingers, right? It was like some I don't know, it was some social media person. No. I'm talking about like on the 4th. On the 4th. But
that's it.
But according to New York to the NYPD, nobody got shot or stabbed on July the 4th. That was reported.
That's a record.
It is a record. But for some reason, like I said, up the block from my house, somebody was having a graduation party last night. And they had
4th of July.
It's July 5th.
Okay?
I know they graduated. They graduated from Little Rock Elementary School, University.
Super senior. You got to take those finals first.
Super senior.
Summer school. Oh, it was summer school.
Yeah. Listen, coach, and they were out there jumping on people's cars. Like acting. Yeah. One of them was like twerking. It was like 5 o'clock. My girl's driving down the street, and she's down there twerking and stuff like that. Got her monkey all up in the daggone camera. This kid is like all up on her. Wherever she is, whatever she has done, like she's now like internet famous and whatnot. But no, that was going on.
Was it the hairless monkey?
It was a baboon, coach.
Oh my God!
Not a baboon.
It was a red ass.
Yeah, red and blue.
No, but like that kind of stuff like pisses me off because I would rather had went through my entire holiday, just chilling, being around family and stuff like that. I had a day off on Friday. I thought it was gonna be cool. But these kids nowadays, what do you call them? Gens? Wait, where? No, I'm a millennial. You're
Yeah, I'm a millennial.
You're Gen X, coach.
I'm older. I don't know what the hell it is. I don't know.
But are you considered like a boomer, like a baby boomer?
I'm not a baby boomer. No, I'm not a baby.
So you're after that.
I'm after that. Whatever. Yeah, after the baby.
Okay, whatever's after that. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. They got some different anonyms from. Yeah.
Nah, but if somebody was jumping on my car, I swear to God, like I already told my girl I'm looking to getting that tool. I'm gonna need that pistol, coach. I'm gonna delay one of these kids down, man. These YNs. They don't know how to act.
I'm tackling somebody.
See, they started last Wednesday night, right? Shooting fireworks. Right?
Wednesday?
They started Wednesday here, right?
Yep.
But it wasn't as bad. They didn't go as late. Then Thursday night, because everybody was off Friday, they just boom, boom, boom. So I didn't go to bed.
Yeah.
I didn't go to bed until after they stopped like 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm up there watching television because if I go in my room
right.
is higher, so you can hear it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I said, okay, I ain't gonna go to sleep until this. So they went and finally got stopped. Then the night of the 4th, it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. Boom, 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 boom. I said, okay, I go to bed at 2 o'clock. So I had to get up Saturday to do the show, right?
For the show, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Then last night, they went to about 1 o'clock last night.
Yo,
I was like, okay.
These people ain't got no jobs?
They got firework money. But jobs, I don't know, but they got firework money.
Oh,
and this morning about 7 o'clock, so I was still shooting fireworks. That's like, oh my god.
Hey, coach, that's that new money that they signed for in the big beautiful bill.
Oh Jesus! We're not talking about that.
And they not taxing on tips.
I don't get tips driving no bus. They help me.
You know what they said? And it's like you have to make below $25,000 though.
Oh, so if you one of those high class waiters who making $100,000,
you ain't making it.
You getting taxed. And people don't realize there's a catch to that now. It still goes on how much money you're making.
Yes.
It still goes on how much money. Because in the year, you don't make that money, that tax. You make that tax money, like you got to pay taxes on that shit still.
Yes.
They don't care.
And you have to itemize it. So, you
can't itemize. You ain't got nothing to itemize.
Exactly. You can't itemize cash.
Anyway,
you know what? Let me.
I'm done.
All right. That's 7 minutes of a rant.
It's
Sunday. You know what that means.
Hey, you know what's funny about the whole thing? I sat here at my what's called and watched that vote. Hold on, I'm sorry. I had to talk about it.
No, it's terrible, man.
This person like, it's not a good bill, but you voted for it, you dummy.
Yeah, no, it was a few of them. It was a few of them. The only chance I think people have is like each individual state.
I think Donald Trump got those pictures.
The midterms next year.
Right.
Well, that's a long
New York
way
already
away.
did their whole thing because we got our mayor election coming up at the end of the year.
Oh,
right.
So they're already saying like we already passed like $11.6 billion is going to go to Medicare and SNAP and stuff like that. So that's your only chance. It's like your individual people has to have stuff like that, So if you want to talk about that,
the state's got to take over.
Yeah. So if you believe in it, go ahead and contact your like your people, like
contact your representatives.
Yeah. Do what you got to do, but it's like I said. It's like I said, man. Hey, Georgia, y'all need to wake up, man. Georgia is starting to become the Florida, okay?
Mississippi.
And you already know how I feel about Florida. I ain't worried about no Mississippi, coach. Those are the ones that not getting no tax on tips. They don't make no money down there.
But that's more black people down there. How can you?
But you know what? Yeah. All right.
Let's go.
We're not turning this into this.
You got to understand, they've been brainwashed, and you can't educate the stupid. You can't.
He's saying like that.
It's not CNN.
They feed on that shit.
But Ant, I know you down there in Georgia, man, but we can't turn this into CNN, man.
This gets my nerve.
Look, follow Ant on Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it, and watch him and his lady friend educate you on the map. You know what I'm talking about.
What?
Who?
I saw you, Ant.
Who this imaginary friend he talking about?
Fake news, you say? Fake news?
Who's this?
You know what? Who's this nigga over on that nag?
Who this? Who in my house?
My name is Billy Bob Torton.
All right, man. It's your boy Magnus hosting AFN LLC, since we're now official. But I would like to apologize for last week because of the tariffs. All complaints that you didn't know about what the show is, please address them to Ms Maggie T. Go ahead and you call your representative. See, that's our representative. So you call her and you let her know why we wasn't like circulating on the news and stuff like that. Just want to let y'all know. There you go, Maggie. I ain't gonna be here next week. but above my head, right here, and I have to ask you a question weekly, man. Okay. First of all, don't be commenting on that AI picture of Trae Young. You know he ain't been working out. That is AI, man. Trae ain't got no muscles.
This was hilarious. I got muscles, man. I had to, man.
Trae been working out, man.
That was Trae was not in no Devin Booker jersey. It was a Devin Booker jersey. I was like, why is he wearing another Suns?
It looked like Trae with some.
Are you saying all light skinned guys look alike? We want to talk about one light skinned guy in a minute. No, actually two beige guys we'll be talking about.
He got muscles, man.
He does?
Somewhere.
He was working out with Richard.
No, coach. He ain't got that big of a muscle.
No, he ain't do the Steph Curry workout like in like one off season. Dude bulked up and whatnot. I don't think he did that.
He could have.
He could. I don't think he did though. I don't think he did.
I don't believe it.
Coach, he ain't cheating himself like Giannis did. Remember, like in that one off season, like Giannis just got big.
That's that French medicine he taking. You can't find
it's called L'Oreal, Coach.
Yeah, this for you too, Maggie. You catch this smoke.
Shout out to the Ladybirds again. AFN LLC. Make sure that you guys like, share, and subscribe. Subscribe to Coach Unchained. Ant and Coach. Every time I watch this, I think they try to outdo me yesterday going on their telethon. 2.5 hours, Coach.
2 hours and 57 minutes.
Ooh, it was almost 3.
I was going. That's why I said y'all doing a telethon, man.
No, listen. I had planned on leaving. I did plan on leaving at 2 hour mark. It's like, oh, I forgot about this, and we just added up.
I can tell you exactly what happened. BlackBerry happened.
Oh my God!
BlackBerry came on here. That's right.
Oh my God!
That's right. He's trying to educate everybody.
Oh Lord, he come out with his long-winded sermons.
Yeah. Then we talked about Usher and Chris Brown. That's what ended the show.
Yeah.
Usher and Chris Brown.
Usher versus Chris Brown.
Oh, I don't think there's a. I mean, that's almost to me.
Okay.
In terms of just like overall, that's like saying like Jim Jones and Nas. You don't do that.
Hell no.
You don't do that. You don't do that. There's certain things you don't do. See, I think Chris Brown needs to be looped in his own category. Usher belongs on a Mount Rushmore somewhere in the new generation of like our generation of like R&B. Yeah. Now Usher reminds me when I hear him in terms of vocalizing of Al Green. I hear like Al Green. I hear that. Yeah, it's like something on that. That's why I say I could understand.
He's on a different level.
He's on a different level.
So,
Yes.
But the point was, people always talk about Chris Brown is better than Usher. However, I said, give me one song that Chris Brown has sang or sung, what you want to call it, that's better than Confession. Nobody could do it.
You can't do it.
Well, you can even go beyond that because he has a lot of his catalog. See, when you did Prince and Michael Jackson,
right,
a little bit closer. That's closer. Now it goes by. Don't do that, Coach. Don't, Coach.
Okay, get back to football.
What?
Woo.
Oh my! At this point, you know what? You know what, D. Coleman? You know what, D. Coleman? That's like okay. Here we go. Check this out. Who's this close to LeBron James?
Now.
If we're talking about longevity.
Oh, longevity.
Who's close?
Oh, shit.
Off a body of work, because we're talking about this we're talking about body of work, right? We ain't talking about now, like who got him now, but it's like okay, like overall, just like body of work.
He's overall body of work right now. LeBron is probably the best that's played the game because his time in service of playing basketball.
Right.
Yeah, and that's why I believe in eras. I don't believe in GOAT stuff like that. I believe in eras. Like we had our Jordan era, we had our Magic Johnson, we had our Bird era. You had your Wilt Still era. Everybody had their time. So Usher had his time.
Nobody got a ring on their finger, but one person that's on their toe.
Well,
one person.
Right. And you had that era. So here's my thing. Like to be able to come back and redefine yourself says a lot. In anything, whether it's like music career, whether it's not in athletic career and stuff. Like look what Tom Brady did, like when he was able to redefine himself and go to another team and win another Super Bowl. That's pretty freaking Pamela, okay. Dre Murphy said him. Oh, Dre Murphy. Pamela Johnson. Okay, well, good. There he goes.
He's back. He's back.
Hey, Dre, I missed you last week, man. I missed you, brother. But Coach,
yes, sir.
In terms of vocals, let's talk about female.
Oh,
now I have a few that I've heard.
I got some coming up.
And
go ahead.
I'm just talking about just on vocals, not career. Vocals? Like on that have the talent. Like I've heard
compared to who?
People. Well, I can't be. I gotta run down the list, Coach.
What about Whitney?
It's not. She look. If they still play that national anthem, she's goated just on that alone. On that alone. Just on that.
It's up. Okay. I'm gonna give you another national anthem.
Okay.
Marvin Gaye's national anthem.
Oh man. See, that's why I said I had to keep it at female. I had to keep it at women.
Okay, with that female. Okay, females. Okay.
Yeah. Now vocals, I'm not saying body of work. I'm just saying just vocals.
Compared to Whitney, who voice compared to and vocals compared to Whitney that can battle Whitney?
No, not better.
That can battle Whitney.
Nobody. Now who's now? I'm just saying like overall off of talent.
I'm gonna disagree with you now about the vocals.
Okay.
Right now,
okay.
I'm gonna disagree. Whitney is one of the best singers that I ever heard, but Jennifer Hudson right now. You listen to vocals.
Now I'll see you, Jennifer Hudson, and I'll raise you. Oh my God, what's her name? Toni Braxton.
I don't put Toni in nobody's category.
I mean, to get that low and sound that good,
I don't put Toni's in a different category than everybody because her voice is like just straight. It can go high and go low.
Right.
Yeah.
But Toni could get that. She could stay like in a male's voice and make it still sound sexy. You know.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. Right. Like, okay, Sade.
Yeah.
Did it? You see? Don't come on, Coach. No, man. Don't come on, man.
She only got a sweet taboo. That's all she had.
Okay. What? King Richard said Jill Scott.
Yeah.
Jill Scott's good.
Jill Scott is more jazzy for me. I like Jill Scott.
Yes.
She's very jazzy. I like Jill Scott.
Yeah, she's like Angie Stone, like that. Like she got that feeling of
real soulful.
Soulful, sultry. Yes.
Yeah. What about I mean I gotta say it, she's crazy. Mariah. She's talented, Coach. We can't just like she's crazy though.
Talented. Yeah.
Definitely talented. She has
definitely crazy.
She has that offer. She has that training.
Yeah, she has like an opera voice.
She has an opera voice. Her voice is kind of softer a little bit too. But yeah,
right. But she can get.
It ain't no Whitney.
No. That's why I said like you have to put Whitney aside.
Yeah, there's certain people got to put aside. They're in their own category.
Yeah. Like you can't.
I'm gonna say one that I actually like her voice. I like Mary J. I like Mary J.
Which song are you referring to?
Oh, Mary J. Yeah.
I gotta go which song.
Okay, I got that. I hear you on that part. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Anything she sung that she got heartbroken in. How's that?
Oh, you talking about Cocaine Mary when she's on the drugs?
Well, I don't know she was on drugs, but when her man was doing it wrong.
That's what I'm saying. When dude was doing her wrong, you know, like and she was on the dude from which one she was dating, Casey or JoJo? Which one?
Ooh, I don't know. I know.
Which one of them big head dudes?
They both were ugly.
God damn, coach.
Well, have you ever seen somebody pretty named JoJo? Ain't no handsome dude named JoJo.
They're usually a lady's name,
right? Yeah, Joanne. Okay, how about this, coach, from the 80s? How do you feel about Tina Marie?
Oh yeah, Tina Marie was good. Tina Marie, there's a lot of good 80s singers.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but see, that was before auto-tune, where you had to be talented.
Yeah,
you
didn't have no choice back then.
Well, unless she was Milli Vanilli.
Like Jody Watley. Jody Watley was talented.
Hey, shit.
No, I'm just that was the scandal, right? The Milli Vanilli thing, right?
Whether the scandal or the money.
No, don't do that, coach. now, okay, I'll flip it back to the men. Now, is it just African American brothers, or can you put Justin Timberlake in there?
Yeah, you put
just
Justin
off of vocals.
See, I did a thing other week. Justin Timberlake or Justin Bieber.
Oh no, Justin Bieber. Now, see, coach, no, not Justin Bieber. Because
Justin Bieber was talented, dude.
I mean,
now, if you say Justin Bieber, you gotta say which song, because I ain't talking about that baby.
All his songs. Not. I'm talking about as he got older, he started saying like he was an adult.
Yeah, right.
Now, I'm gonna tell you another person that's on there that nobody talks about who has a great voice, Natalie Cole.
Oh,
yeah,
she's not talked about enough.
Her voice.
If you talk about like Jazzy,
her voice
is she like her dad? Right?
That's another. Thank you, Miss PJ. Robin Thicke.
You talk about like what did she say? Highlight it.
Robin Thicke.
Robin Thicke.
Now, see, I didn't want to say Robin Thicke because because of the scandal. You know what I'm saying? Because of what happened with that. You know.
Well, his dad
still in brothers' songs now.
His dad was bad. His dad can sing too.
Yeah,
The facts of life. No, just like
that's not his song, coach.
He did write that song.
He wrote it. He ain't sing it,
but he wrote it. Man, got talent, man. You know that song was the baddest song around that one time.
Wait, what?
The facts of life. No. Now, about whatever said Adele.
Oh no, very. But she's like the now. She's now, like our now, and she is very. You think Adele got some sister in her?
She got a brother though.
She's singing like it.
And but things like if you look at her features, like you don't think so? Okay, I'm gonna tell you one. I'm
gonna say one person that has a voice.
Okay,
that's real good. Celine Dion.
Oh yes. I don't know how she get that voice from that little bitty body.
Celine Dion.
Yeah, Celine Dion. I don't know how she get that voice from that little bitty body, man. Wait. Which song, man? My Heart Will Go On.
Yeah.
See, I knew it.
No. I was listening to it last night.
That the song from what's called? From
Titanic. From Titanic.
Yeah.
But she wrote that like right after like her husband died or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about Mickey Howard? Y'all remember Mickey Howard back in the day?
Mickey Howard?
Mickey Howard.
No.
Shaka Khan.
Shaka Khan was good. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Singers there.
Yes. Oh, Stephanie Mills. If you want to go with Stephanie Mills.
Oh, that's a whole other category. Stephanie Mills.
Is she in the Whitney category? Are we throwing that over there?
You can put them in the same category.
Okay. So this shit. Okay, we over there. Okay. All right. Because I don't understand. It's not, and it's not. I'm not going to look at it as disrespect. I just think like we're kind of like prisoners of the moment.
Right.
Because with Chris Brown, right? The man is talented. Okay, very talented. Crazy as all hell, though. But
you know what? I'm gonna do this right here. Like
Thank you, Rihanna.
I do Michael Jackson and Prince. Chris Brown is a great he's an entertainer. So is Usher. But Chris Brown has that modern day dancing styles and that everybody gravitate towards.
Yes.
Chris Brown, what's the name? Usher,
and he makes good songs too.
He makes songs that what's called. But like I say, when you hear Chris Brown makes you want to dance more of the time, right?
It do. He do.
What Usher make you want to do?
Bone.
Bang, 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 bang.
But didn't Marvin Gaye do the same thing?
Marvin Gaye didn't make you want to dance. He didn't make you.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like Marvin Gaye had the same effect like that Usher did. You know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just like Prince and Michael Jackson. Prince make you want to do dance and do everything.
Right. Now, Coach, what was the name of that guy that got paralyzed in that car accident?
Teddy Pendergrass.
Pendergrass. That was another one.
That's different.
He's different. That's what I'm saying. Like he was.
Teddy sang with Harold Melvin the Blue Notes. That's where he started. Yeah.
Yes, but like I said, we talk about just on vocals. I mean, we can go way back if we could if you want to.
Where y'all put Luther at?
Oh, I better hope my mama not listening. Hold on, wait a minute. now, hold on. Now, which Luther? Fat Luther or skinny Luther?
It didn't matter. It was Luther.
What do you mean it didn't matter?
He was. I wasn't gonna say that, but anyway, I was gonna say something.
Ed, talk to him, Ed.
Do you remember?
Do you remember?
No, a lot of songs that Luther sung. You know who wrote all his songs? Whitney's aunt, Dionne Warwick.
For real?
That was most of her songs that she sung.
Wait. Dionne Warwick with the wide ass nostrils?
That's Whitney's aunt.
The psychic? Remember she did that thing 4 times?
I know what you're talking about. But yeah, if those are the songs that Luther sung, she sung them first. Luther just made them popular. Most of Luther's songs was Dionne Warwick songs that she sung.
So the question, Coach, and knowing this new information, because I didn't know this, like, do you still lump him into that?
Yeah, because his voice is His voice is one that you ain't gonna hear a lot. You know, Luther could sing.
See, I ain't talking about like Luther could, you know.
I ain't talking about he was funny. I ain't saying man.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna ask y'all the question. Y'all gonna laugh at me, but
but now for your freebie then.
Do y'all? I'm gonna say no. She's a good entertainer, but do y'all put Janet Jackson in the great singing category?
She's an entertainer.
Exactly. She's like
now
what?
she did have okay.
She's a great entertainer.
Yeah.
As well as Michael Jackson was a great entertainer. Because Michael Jackson really sing.
Don't do that, Coach.
Let me ask you a question. Let me put this question on. Now, does he have a voice like a Luther?
Michael?
Yeah.
Michael's voice was different though.
Okay. It was he sounded better when he was a kid than he was when he was a grown person, to me.
Oh no, man.
I like it. I like his entertainment. He was a great entertainer. I can't take that away.
Man. I'm different.
That he said better as a kid. He didn't even get his voice yet, Coach.
It was that's what got his start because he started as a kid. He can sing, but he doesn't have one of those powerhouse voices.
No, he didn't have power.
Okay,
his voice didn't have power to it.
He didn't have power. He didn't have those voices that are like. Did Michael Jackson give you a song that make you cry? I'm just asking. Don't say that man in the mirror.
Have you no. Like, was it a Have You Seen My Childhood or something like that? We were talking about like something like that.
Talk about did Ben make you cry? We talk about that little rat. I'm just curious.
Come on, man. But I think Michael always still sounded like
he said, "Listen, Michael off the wall." Yeah, with a sound machine. Yeah, I got you.
Don't do that, Coach. Oh my God. No, but you know what, Coach?
Saying,
Michael's voice was different because like he still sounded innocent when he was singing. It still sounds like a boy.
That's a little.
No, his voice is different. Like one time he actually,
yeah, but
like
his voice to me, he wasn't a powerhouse.
No. See, there's not power behind his voice because, like, if I was to say like power, the last time I heard like sisters with power in their voice was in Vogue. That had like that hurt. You heard like that power.
In Vogue, like, SWV.
Don't do that, and
I'm just.
Don't do that. But they like you talk about like if you talk about this like power.
What about Escape then?
I like to Escape. They stink.
Now, okay, I'm asking you a question.
What's next, Coach? What do you want to do? Brownstone?
The emotions. You want to bring that what about the emotion? The miracle?
What about Monica?
The emotion. That's not a thing. And that's not a thing.
The emotion was the group.
That's not a thing. That's like and that's like a veggie burger. That don't exist.
Hold on. Kevin O'Connor say, "You are not alone."
I know he did not just.
But anyway, man, let's
move on because he's
like 30 minutes. No, but I think when it comes down to it, everybody can agree that everybody has like their preference, but that you could agree that everybody is great in their own right. Just don't put no BS. Don't start talking. Don't you start lumping Escape. Don't lump Escape with Invoke. Don't you do that.
No, you can't do that. You can't do that.
See, I'm
not. I wasn't trying. I wasn't doing it. But we were talking about strong voices.
Now,
what y'all think about Tina Turner? I got one more. Tina Turner.
Oh, that's power. That's power.
Is that power?
In Vogue.
What? Well, that's pain. It's power. Pain. That's what it's like.
Eat that cake, girl. No.
Eat the cake, anime.
Let me stop y'all. But you know what? We missed one of the most powerful voices. We didn't mention this person. I don't know how everybody forget this person.
Who's that?
Aretha Franklin.
Now she's power.
That's power.
But see, that's church though. That's church.
Just like Patty.
Patty too. But you know, Patty got those good sweet potato pies too, man.
Man, you don't buy no thing for no Walmart.
What?
They like cardboard.
Goddamn.
Coach.
I tried that pie because I didn't feel like cooking one. That thing tastes like cardboard. I ain't that.
Coach, it ain't seem like what your mama used to make. But,
exactly. That's what I want to taste.
But what are you grading it against, Coach? You grading against like what your mama used to make?
Hell yeah.
Patty ain't make it personally.
She's not the motherfucker. She ain't making it personally. Get behind that machine, Patty, and say, no, you need some more milk. No, you need some more nutmeg or something. She didn't do that.
You need more cinnamon.
All right. Kind of sweet potatoes, not to play.
No, but I mean, if you talk about like stylistically,
it was good too.
Patty and Aretha was more like to me. I hear church.
Yeah,
like when I hear her sing.
She want to put you in the heaven room.
the upper room, Coach.
Upper room.
Same day delivery, man. God ordered you same day delivery. Yeah. But let me get to the elites right now. Silk Legacy seems like he's first. Oh man, we got to get Andrew G somewhere around here, man. Andrew G is. I hope he ain't in the upper room. It's 2 straight weeks.
Damn game.
He driving his Uber. He making that money this week. This fuck you like weekend.
There you go.
Making that money.
Yeah, for real. Send all them people down for the January 6th people. But anyway, we got A137 sauce.
Anita Baker.
That's enough. Oh, no, she's smooth, man. I put her in the same thing with Sade, like smooth.
Sade, yeah.
Like her, oh man, like and Sade don't age, man. I don't know what she doing.
No, she don't.
I don't know what she's not American. So she's
oh my God.
She wasn't born here.
Are we all?
She wasn't born here.
What?
I think she's from one of the islands.
Oh, you think she is?
Yeah, she's from one of the islands.
Uh-oh. Madagascar.
It don't matter. She won.
Madagascar. Her name is Sade Adu.
See? Her name is Sade Bai.
I think she's from Africa. If I'm not mistaken.
Wait, is she related to like Freddie Adu?
Oh my Lord.
You know what? We got belt whatever.
Let me see where she's from.
Something wrong with this guy.
She is British and Nigerian. That's what she is.
See, I told you, Madagascar.
Oh my
I think I'm lying, man. Okay, we got D. We got D.
See, she was born in Ibana, Nigeria.
Okay,
Nigeria.
That's
And
probably
she
why.
is 66 years old.
See, and that's why you go by way of Britain. That's all they do. They just go down to Nigeria and take all their best, assets, and they bring it back to. You know what? Let me stop. All right. So we got King. We got King Trey Ray. What did Maggie talk about? Oh, y'all early. I was making my coffee.
5 minutes.
First of all, Maggie ain't. She don't drink no coffee.
The hell is 5 minutes?
We don't tolerate liars on AFN LLC. This is a new day. What the hell?
No more CP time.
Magnus had a grilled Timberland boot for the 4th. Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, there it is. Like right here.
Damn.
This guy named 4 Extra in LA blew off his fingers.
Oh, that's what y'all was talking about.
That's the one I was talking
Well,
about.
now he just got 1 extra.
Hey,
He just got 1 extra.
You know what?
He turned from 4 extra to 1 less.
4 less.
4 less.
4 less.
4 less.
Yeah. So we got Eric Mack. We got King Ricci. What's up, man? We got like I said, Dre Murphy already starting early. D Coleman already start on his beat. Oh Lord, here he come. ATLEO, praise the Lord. God bless the birds, flowers, and trees, and good mouth of these freaky females who swallow after good.
Sure.
Yo, what is? I don't know why. I thought that was going to be a little bit cleaner. I thought I was going to be
Go find your Hail Marys.
He didn't go to church today.
No, I think he can find his Jezebel.
Oh, wow.
The way he talking.
That'll work too.
We got Jay Diaz. I'm glad all y'all people, man. Y'all found the channel, man. Appreciate y'all, man. We got Blue Jacket for life. You see that? You see this, coach? You got Prince. You just got Michael. You see what I'm saying? Michael. You see what I'm saying, coach?
His butt is his. No.
What?
It ain't.
Oh God. What he's got? He got the Miss Pamela Johnson. We got Mucho Grundy. We got the St. Louis Dirty Bird. Hey man, yo, what's going on down in St. Louis, man? Let me know what's going on down there, man. Stay safe too, because I know how they get down, down there by the arch.
Show me state.
The gateway. Is that the Show Me State?
That's the gateway. That's the gateway to the west too. I think, if I'm not mistaken.
It is the gateway to the west. But wait a minute, is it really the Show Me State? It is Missouri, right?
Missouri.
Everybody got to cross that Mississippi. That's why they call it the gateway here. That's
right. So my thing is like, is it the real Show Me State? Because I'm like, hey, what are you showing?
None. None.
What did D. Coleman talk about? Her Risha is able to do 13 push-ups in a row now. Oh, look at that.
You stop that.
Look at that, man. Hey, that's progress, man.
You stop that.
Yeah, for real, D. Coleman.
Hey, listen. Kevin Durant couldn't do it.
You stop being disrespectful.
Oh my God. All right. We got my boy Scotty Robinson. Got over here with the 4.4 speed. I can't say 4.3 because I don't think he was here last week. But that's okay, man. That's all right. We're going to do 32 days till we see Atlanta Falcons' first preseason game. 32 days before we see guys is about to get cut, coach.
Mm-hmm.
Your boy Chris Blair's in trouble, coach.
That's possible.
We'll talk about that later. Who we got? Oh, about whatever said Leona Lewis.
She can sing.
She's young. Coach is you talk about I'm a safety snob, D. Coleman. Coach is a singing snob. He's seen them all, man.
I just like music.
Yeah.
I can put some country singers in this category.
What he said? D-Com said Brandy is the SGA of vocalists.
Mm.
You compare him to Shock Gibbs Alexander? Just clean. Oh, just make sure she ain't driving down the highway though.
That's right. She hit you.
Yeah.
Just like her brother. He hit it
Oh,
and he tell everything.
for real. With his bullshit earpods. I bought like 2 of them things, man.
He just
Raycons. Hate
just
him.
need one.
Yeah, he was. You know these guys? They telling themselves. Wait a minute, Michael. Come on, man. Ashanti.
She
Come
can sing.
on, man. What?
She
Okay.
can sing.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead.
Well, Aaliyah did.
I mean,
Oh no, Aaliyah can sing. Not Ashanti.
Ashanti can sing. She has a nice little voice, just like.
she can sing, but can she
just like
sing?
Well, she ain't on. She ain't on.
It's a difference.
She ain't powerful, but she can sing.
So when we talk about singing, like she
She
can
can
sing without
sing.
a voice
She
crack.
can sing. She can sing her songs.
Her songs.
I ain't saying she's one of the top. No, I ain't say she's top. I ain't say that. But
Wait,
yeah.
wasn't Eric said Justin is washed? No, I ain't talking about now. Justin Timberlake.
He ain't.
Oh
washed.
hell no!
Justin
No.
Timberlake.
Nah, man.
Why do everybody want Justin Timberlake to come on their vocals and do songs with him? He ain't washed.
What would y'all put because he did sing, but just on hooks though. Nate Dogg.
They ain't singing.
How they ain't singing?
He just got holding different every code. That's all he had.
What about Regulators, man? That's our show.
Is that a song?
Coach, he was on a hook, coach. If you wanted a good hook, you called Nate Dogg.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, you say yeah.
Call him now.
Yeah.
TK, you
What you call him now? He's dead.
Yeah.
He's dead.
Let me stop. Yeah. Before I get myself.
We got Harvey Freeman. Now, see, now y'all just throwing out names, man. What's up, Harvey Freeman? You got Christina Aguilera. No.
She can. Now, that little kid right there is powerful, but she tries to sound like everybody else.
I think she tries to. It sounds like she's straining, though.
But that's her thing, because her thing is she can sound like different people. But she can. She has a very strong voice. She has a very strong voice.
She has a yes. Here we go.
Voice.
What do we say? What's up, Jerome? To the OJs. There you go. Right, coach?
Compared to who?
The Temptations.
They'll eat them alive. No, you know what though? Eddie can. I like Eddie's voice. I like Eddie LaVorte had a good voice. The whole group had a good voice, but
yeah,
Temptation.
Yeah. See now Ant could go in there and be one of the LeVerts.
No,
he got a beard. Ant, can you harmonize?
I can't say it like that.
Sean. Did Sean pass also? Sean
Gerald's gone.
I think both sons are gone. I think Sean is gone also.
What about oh, okay.
The other guy was his cousin. They were no brothers.
Okay. What about he said, "What's up, Mucho?" He said, "Usher makes you want to leave the one you with and start a new relationship."
Yeah.
Usher be putting you in some kind of things, man, making you think like maybe it's not good right here. Maybe I could do better. Usher said, make you think like maybe I could do better.
And Chris just want to punch. And Chris Brown want to punch you.
Again, thank you, Rihanna.
Or throw a bottle across the room.
Don't get caught in the car.
This auntie said Teddy Riley. Teddy Riley.
He can't sing. He was part of the guy. He couldn't sing. He was just playing the piano. He was just playing the piano and blowing the other thing.
Now George Benson could sing.
George Benson, George
Benson could sing. Yes, he can. Rest in peace, man.
There was a song that when I was graduated from elementary school, right? That George Benson song. He was the first version I heard of. What's that song? Lean on Me. He's the first version I ever heard. George Benson's version. And from that time on,
what was the name of that white boy that sung that song? Guess you wonder why I'm here. That thing.
That's George's song, but I can't know.
Yeah, but I thought that was sung by a black dude.
Well, what's called sung it? George sung it first, and it's been remade several times.
I just forgot his name.
White guy.
White guy.
He said white guy. What's up, Lee? Lee A5. Wait. Oh, D. Coleman trying to piss me off, man. Now you gonna put this chick in there? No.
Keisha can sing.
Don't do that, man.
Keisha had a nice voice.
Lord. Coach, this is really. Yeah, thank you, Auntie. You got like In Vogue, yes.
Yes.
Damn Keisha Cole. Curtis Mayfield, another one. Yes.
Ooh.
Come on, y'all. Fantasia, yes. Come on, Dre.
Hold on.
Now that's Fantasia. Come on, Coach. Come on.
Fantasia is Fantasia better than Jennifer Hudson?
Now Fantasia is
that's a debate for your ass.
Church. Yeah, but she's churchy though. Fantasia's church. She'll kick the shoes off and everything. So she go down with Patty.
She can't say like Patty.
No, I'm saying in terms of like just what she does in terms of the church.
She's very entertaining, although she can sing.
But
Fantasia adds.
Powerful.
If you ever watch Fantasia show, Fantasia has a very good show. I seen her some years back. She puts on a good show. She puts on a real good show.
I can see that.
She's so animated in her shows. She does everything to get the crowd uproar. So yeah, she's a great entertainer. But Jennifer just when she sings, she makes you like, ooh, makes you want to.
That's right.
Yeah,
right. What's the
Jerome
said we take sweet potato pie seriously down here, Magnus.
Yeah, exactly. If it tastes like cardboard, that ain't sweet potato. That's sweet potato cardboard.
Dre, come on now. Now you started with Fantasia. Now you're going to T-Box. Now come on now.
I actually thought Chili's voice was better than T-Box.
Oh no! Don't do that, Coach. Don't do that, Coach. You know what it? So what's next, Coach? You gonna put the old girl from Destiny's Child in there?
Which one? Kelly?
Michelle.
No, Kelly. Kelly can sing. I like Kelly's voice.
I don't know because when she did that song with Nelly, that wasn't singing.
That was humpback.
Okay, move it on.
That's what that was.
Kelly, God.
Nelly.
And Dre, now Dre's talking about Glow.
Nelly got a baby with a Shanti.
Glorilla. Come on, bro. Come on. What are we doing?
Hey, that's a rapper.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Yeah. At this point, man, I think Dre messed it up for everybody, man. Go ahead and think. Go ahead and thank everybody for Dre messing it up. Because now y'all just putting names in here. Glorilla.
Looks like a Glorilla.
I got a group for you.
What you got, man? What you got?
Tony.
You know what's funny? I thought that was the same person.
They got weird on me.
No, Kim is good. Yeah.
Kim is good. Kim is very good. Now, he had one song. I can't think what name. Let me find what name. Y'all remember Tony Terry?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That one song he had.
Mm-hmm.
That song there.
When I'm with you.
That song. Every time I hear that song just. Yeah. That
yeah. This my guy right here.
I might listen to that later.
Oh yeah.
Maxwell, good boy.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Oh, Maxwell. Yeah. Oh man, that's
Maxwell. That dude,
that
man. Man, listen.
Have y'all holler up in your damn feelings.
Listen. I told my girl. I said, man, I need somebody that can give me something I can use, like things I can say to somebody.
Oh,
that dude right there, man.
That guy right there.
You're welcome.
Listen. Hello. I'm gonna stop everything. Maxwell in the whole category by himself. I don't care. No, he by himself.
Boy.
Could you put Maxwell next to R. Kelly?
Oh God.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Because Kelly, music ain't been the same since that man been in jail.
You know what's funny is like I can't. I'm gonna be real. I can't remove my feeling from that of everything that happened. I can't separate the two. I'm trying to.
They gonna let Puffy off. They gonna let Puffy off.
Well, you see what they was doing outside the courtroom, right, Coach?
What's that? Had Baby on party?
They was putting Baby on.
That's why
sometimes I hate us, man. It's like
we can't take nothing serious, bro.
Everybody with black too, wasn't it?
Yes.
Every single one, Coach.
See, you know what? See, Silk. I understand you did a heat check, man.
That's a great.
You was running off some names.
Yeah.
He went off and went with this guy too.
Brian McKnight.
Yeah, that's a different story too.
Yeah, see, Silk is on fire right now.
Great name,
all net, he just hit it.
I like Joe. Tank is like Jamie Foxx to me. They the same.
Yeah. Vanessa Williams was good. Lee, yep.
She had one song.
Oh my God. Sam Smith, okay. Phil Collins. Tyrese was Tyrese was good. Yes. Mm-hmm.
That's enough.
He can sing, and then he gonna play a gangster in every movie
with his ashy ass lips. You see Transformers, Coach? All right, let me get to
hey, and then he get joned on by The Rock.
What is that? He said, "Don't let me." First thing he said, "Shame."
But hide your baby oil.
Oh man!
Hey,
all right, let me. What happened? What happened?
See, that's what everybody gonna be saying when Diddy walk in the room.
He said, "Silk."
But hide your baby oil. Ooh.
Now,
Silk compared to who? Jodeci? Jagged Edge?
Jagged Edge.
Yeah, you gotta compare to them. Compared to some of these ugly motherfuckers, man.
Hey, hold on. Were they better than Ready for the World?
Ready for the World, Coach? What are you talking about
that, Coach?
Were they better than Full Force?
Full Force. You know what? Let me get to this. Okay, let me get to this. No,
we can't do that. No,
Coach is going about Full Force.
We can't do that.
With old light skin. What's the name of the old light skin now?
That one light skin and Full
No, I'm
Force.
talking about the girl.
No, Lisa.
Yeah, Lisa. Old light skin.
She's with Coach Jam. I like music.
Y'all ready to start this But Lisa was like the it girl back then, though, right?
Yeah, she was head to toe.
It wasn't much of her though. She was what, like 5? She was like 5 feet.
Well, what about Michelle A?
Well, she sounded like the way she looked though.
Not singing. Now she talking. Yeah, she talking.
Right.
Like she didn't sing. You look.
I mean, she sounds the way she looks.
Still sound the same.
Swag. He said, "Ready for the World in Full Force." All that Jerry curl juice.
That's right. Just
dripping.
Just dripping. They better not.
Did you have a Jerry curl, Coach?
Hell no.
Oh wait, Coach, you was in the service at that time, right? You couldn't have a Jerry curl.
Before I went in, I could have, but no. You
never had one?
I had a blowout fro, but when it rained, that shit went down.
Thank you, Coach.
I did.
Yes. I like these guys too.
Shy. Oh yeah. That's my group right there.
Yeah. They had that one good song.
That's it.
He said about whatever said Coach lying like a motherfucker. He had a Jerry curl.
I had a Jerry curl. Lord on everything. I never had a Jerry curl. Not me. My mom always had listen. You know, back in the day, man, nobody let comb their hair. We had nappy hair back in the day. I ain't gonna lie to you. My mom said, you gonna comb that shit? She cut that shit bald.
Yes. That's the whole still, boy.
That's it.
We got IMAX said, "Follow the drip."
Exactly, IMAX.
Now, Mucho, I'm gonna tell you something.
She's good.
I love her music, the songs that she sing. It's like, damn, make you one of those songs make you just want to think, because she'll knock the windows out your car.
Yeah, makes you want to think twice. See, Usher makes you want to go.
Windows
Usher makes you cheat, and Jasmine makes you think twice.
Yeah, think about it. Like, think about it, but go ahead, do it. Do what you're gonna do. I'm gonna knock the windows out your car. Listen,
I think she birthed a nation of female crash outs, man.
Yeah,
because it became more public, Coach. It became more public.
Mm-hmm. I think she told that girl to get that golf club for Tiger Woods.
Oh my God!
God damn.
Well, if it's not her, it was her, Amy Winehouse.
Amy
Winehouse.
Yeah. Winehouse.
Oh my God.
Oh my Lord, y'all. Let's get
started. Swag. Okay, last one. Swag was like, I was like, hit me, but you better not touch my car.
That's right.
Yeah, because bones can heal, right? Right, Swag.
See, this girl here, she nasty.
Yeah.
Always.
Oh no, but she got that good
She can sing, but she always all her songs have the same message.
She's different.
If you listen to her songs,
different.
She said the same thing in every song almost.
Yeah, and then you got the ageless wonder here like Sade, Maya. When in doubt, just drink juice. Green juice, red juice, it'll have you looking like Maya. No, Jay. See now Jay is just talking about all people that he liked.
No,
he said no.
Harvey Freeman talking about Drake. What the hell?
Who?
Say?
You know what? I'm gonna start banning people's songs.
You ready? Let's talk about
that. But you see, Coach, we went in for like a whole hour of people's opinion on thinking about, like, you know, talented individuals.
I do mine in the show. That's why mine be going so long. I'm glad we did it early. So yeah.
You see, right. But you see, this is how we have to start. You know, you got to do your warm up. Yeah. Now we have to keep that same energy because
he said JD is the same.
Jerry Murray feel the same way about Jay. You got a friend there, Jay. You got a friend with Dre.
Sing your song.
All right. So reaction to NFL's top. Oh boy. Yeah. Oh boy, Coach. All right. So let's just get this up on the screen right here.
Let's do it.
Oh, my bad. Yeah. So that's a nice picture of Drake, but then he messed it up by having this fool on top of him. Pause. Look at this joker right here. You see this? This walking medical tent is ranked 91. Okay? Now let me run this off for y'all real quick, okay? Let me run this off for y'all.
But you can achieve it.
All right. So we got everybody's favorite. If you looked at the University of Georgia, 2 years ago, there was a certain white boy that y'all all loved. All right.
He's not really white.
What do you mean he's not white?
He's not really white.
If he ain't white, then what is he?
Pale.
Go on. Okay, so Casper McConkey is
right.
That's number one.
Damn.
He has a tan now. He
out there in LA.
Yeah, he's golden now.
He gold now. He's like bronze.
Yeah, he bronze. There you go. We got Leonard Williams. I think he's too far down the list.
I think so too.
He's still good. And if you don't know, look what he did against us when we played Seattle. Okay, that's what.
By himself.
Yes. And we got the another guy that's like in and out of the lineup, but Aaron Jones, when he's healthy, he's good.
He's a bad man.
When he's healthy, though, that's the thing.
When he's healthy,
when he's healthy. Yes. But that's the last thing you need as a runner is bad hamstrings. You can't break. You can't slow down. And anyway, all right. And the most egregious out of all this, coming up in number 97. See, he already looks pissed. As if MP9 didn't say that he's underrated, and he said, you know what? He won't be after this year.
This is his debut.
Our own stage crash out, Drake London. Now, last year, he had 100 receptions for over 1,300 yards. With a busted arm, Kirk Cousins, he was able to get 100 receptions. So, I ask you guys, I'm gonna start with you, Andrew. Yeah, you already look like you pissed off, man. So I'll ask you this: if he got 100 receptions with Kirk, we're just thinking here. What do you think that he could possibly get with Mike this year?
What's the reception record?
What is the reception rate? It was like what, 150?
Let me see.
That is a good question.
Was it like Herman Moore had that, like in Detroit, right? It was like 150 or something like that.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. Yeah, that means like you had all the targets.
Everything.
Nobody
He's
else.
Everything. He's gonna be a
hold on, Dre. We got time. This is just they only did 191.
Oh, guess who caught that? Guess who got that record? Huh,
who?
I didn't know that. Michael
got
Thomas.
what record?
Got the reception.
Yeah, I was about to say I think
149.
149. That's what
149.
Okay, so
that's a table.
But that was like with how many times do you have to throw for him to get like 149 targets?
Right. I don't think we're gonna.
I mean, not targets, but catches. And Slant Thomas was just doing slants. There wasn't no digs. Yeah. There wasn't no comebacks.
Quick pass.
It was all quick passes. So
no
you could pepper
route,
somebody. No hot, yeah. So you could pepper somebody with targets if you just doing slants and all that.
He only had 500 yards that year when he got the 100. No, I'm just playing. I'm just joking. I'm joking.
He ran backwards. He ran backwards after he got
That's joking, y'all. So don't take this.
He was on his Barry Sanders impression.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he ran. Oh shoot, or slide Calvin Ridley.
Cooper Kupp is second.
Oh really? What do you got? Like 140?
145.
Damn.
And that was before Puka. I think that was the year before they got Puka, I think.
And now he's cut.
Oh Jesus.
Julio had 136 and 15.
That was with Harry and
he can break that record. He can break that record.
He can get 135. He can get 135.
He can get 137.
He could. I just don't.
Now it depends like how many targets do you need to get there though? Because that's what counts here. Like, yeah, the catches is good, but how many targets? And it also depends also on MP9's accuracy too. I think there's too many mouths to feed, Coach. I think he could get to 100. I don't think he can get to 135.
He had 1,725 yards.
Who? Julio?
No, Thomas.
Oh, 1,700.
1725. Cooper Kupp had that 143. He had 1947. Damn, he had that many yards.
Yeah. But Coop ran the whole route tree though.
But he had the Triple Crown that year too, though.
Yeah,
he did.
Yeah. But Coop ran the whole route tree. That was the thing there. True. So okay. So I think for me, I like to see
Julio had 1,800
Drake.
yards.
I would like to see Drake got 1,300.
Yeah.
And this offense wasn't humming.
Right.
It was kind of like sputtering. And whatnot. So, and Zach Robinson looks like he's like 60-40 pass to run. Like he'll run, but the pass I think sets up the run for Zach. So knowing that with screens and putting Drake in the slot, I could see him getting maybe 120 because I'm taking into account that Denver game. I'm taking into account that Chargers game, and I'm taking into account that Saints game where Kirk got knocked out in. He got hurt in. So if you put all three of those together, I could see Drake getting to maybe 120, 130. But again, But MP9's stylistically, MP9 likes to spread the ball around. He's not just looking to one guy.
Right.
So I'm kind of talking out of both sides of my mouth here. Because if Drake gets like 120, then what does Moon get? And Mooney be open. So what does he get? Like what does Kyle get? Then you got to talk about Bijan, coming out the backfield. So maybe we shouldn't talk about it like this. Maybe having another 100 reception season is not bad. What do you think, Ant?
I don't think it's really necessary for our success for Drake to have like 120 and plus.
Right.
I think for us to be successful, we need to be balanced. Like, and I think we're gonna run a lot. I do think.
You think so?
Because, like you said, it sets up the pass so well, and our running backs are so dynamic that you can't. You'll be a damn fool to ice them out.
My mic is actually crazy.
You'll be a fucking ass.
I can hear you, Coach. I can hear you. Yeah, go ahead and finish.
But I think it has to be a balance, though, like a steady balance between. I think it's going to depend on what the other team that you're going against. You know what I'm saying? Like, because one team might be lighting the box, and they're gonna dare us to run the ball. Okay, fine. And then the next game, they might put 8 in the box. Okay, fine. I'm just gonna air this bitch out on top of your head. I mean, I think it's gonna be a game-to-game basis. I think that's what it's. And then it's like you said, MP9 likes to spread the ball around, so
right.
That accounts for something too.
I think honestly, Coach, I think, like I said, going to this, I think it's like about like recognition, and I think just like what Ann is saying, I think as long as this man could stay consistent, if his, I would rather take, multiple seasons of 100 receptions than to have like one breakout,
right.
And then he gets paid,
agree. Yes,
and then he only get like 60 receptions after that, peerless price.
Yeah.
So
thank you. We appreciate you, Felix.
Right.
But then again, another thing.
Yeah, go ahead, Coach.
Then again, do we really want Drake to have a super breakout year? Did we have to overpay him?
No.
I want him to be basic. Give him 1,200 yards, 110 receptions, 10 touchdowns.
I think he could crack 1,300, Coach. I think he could crack 1,400. I think that could be his.
I believe that
his
too.
Base. That could be his base. His floor could be 1,200, but his ceiling could be 15. As he gets more comfortable, with Mike.
Yeah.
But like I said, like this guy has the potential, and I might get destroyed on this one. Okay. He could be, when he's finished. Man, let me put this in a form of a question. Let me play Jeopardy. Okay. Do y'all think that this man could be, with Mike, better than Julio?
As far as numbers wise or production wise on the field?
Well, is numbers and production, are you saying numbers and production are not the same, or
when you see Julio play? Do you see Drake doing the same thing?
Julio was dynamic.
Exactly.
That's the difference between him and
Julio. I don't think
like Drake is not Julio.
Yeah,
he doesn't have the same explosion as.
But I think he can put the numbers that Julio put up. I think he can match Julio's numbers.
Yeah, he can match Julio.
And I think he's going to pass Julio's touchdown number, because Julio didn't have a number. Julio didn't have a touchdown.
Yeah.
If Drake plays 13 years, I think Drake could pass Julio's touchdown numbers for sure.
Yeah. See, swag, and this is not a knock on Julio. I'm just saying that numbers wise, because Julio ran a 4.3 at 6'3" with a bad foot. So we already know in terms of explosion, there's nobody like that. Look at his highlight tape. There's nobody like Julio. But in terms of numbers,
he had feet like Kuta.
No.
But in terms of, because you got, in terms of like, who's our top receivers of all time? It's Julio, it's Roddy. It's Math, T-Math, right, and that's about it, right? Or is Moon too, right?
He could be in it. I'm gonna find out.
No, not Mooney. I'm talking about
Bad Moon Rising.
Bad Moon, yeah. So, but our guy, again, like I said, a lot of people didn't see T-Math play. A lot of people didn't see Roddy play. Now, Roddy became really good once Ice got there. He was looking at
Alfred Jenkins third.
Who? He
Alfred
really is?
Jenkins, he's fourth, then Andre.
Wow. Okay. So what we said, so comment section, like Blue Jacket says no, about whatever says, ooh boy, Drake is better, but Julio played with a Hall of Fame quarterback. TBD on Drake is not better. No, Drake's not better. No.
He's not better.
No, because the thing is, like, about whatever, you got to put TBD next to Drake too, because again, Julio wouldn't be Julio would be good, but he was like a superstar, a megastar with Ice.
Yes, sir.
Drake, I think, can go off with Mike. So like I said, numbers wise, he'll be up there. I think numbers wise, if Drake by the time his career is over, if he's not one, he might be two.
All right, Drake
in terms of numbers,
4 years now.
He's still young, and the thing is, like, Coach, he's relatively healthy. He stays healthy. He doesn't get hurt a lot.
He's number 17 right now.
Oh Jesus, that's a
he's
short
17.
List.
He's 3,042 yards in his 3 seasons.
And that's with Arthur Smith. So, Lord, anyway.
he is 40 yards behind Brian Finneran. He is going to probably
Brian was good too. Yes. Mm-hmm.
This year he's going to probably pass. He'll probably be 10 by the end of the year.
Yeah. So Jerome said Drake is the new Roddy White. But we just talk about off of just consistency and projecting. Because right. So ideally, we're looking at this like this is going to be our core offensively. Drake, MP9, Bijan. Right? And then you could just like sprinkle like whoever you want like around them. Nick Nash. So here we go. So Julio was all world with Ice, but trash after he left us. Well, that's what happens when you go to Tennessee. That's where we throw our trash.
Yep. That's where they go to die.
That's where we throw our trash, man.
Harry Douglas died.
Yep. Julio
Kevin
Jones
Ridley is dying.
Calvin Ridley. Hey, but he has Cam Ward. Look out now.
He could
watch out now.
He could rejuvenate himself up there with Cam.
No, he's not. They couldn't do anything with that fake Julio they got up there. What was his name? That fake Julio that they drafted.
What fake Julio?
That big dude that they drafted.
AJ Brown?
After they traded AJ Brown, they drafted this kid that was supposed to be like a Julio AJ Brown.
Tennessee? Let me see.
Yeah. See, Jerome knows what I'm talking about because he don't have. I think he has no touchdowns in like 5 years.
Oh, yeah. That ain't good.
So he is Julio Jones. Man, it was hard to get Julio into the end zone, man.
Well, he must be gone because he ain't on the team no more.
He ain't there no more. Yeah. Oh, was it Trevon? Was it Trevon?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Trevon Burks.
Trevon Burks. Yes. Thank you.
Hey, he's still on the team. He's still on the team.
We appreciate you, Larry.
He's third straight.
Yeah.
He's still there. But this is Tennessee's wide receiver group. Y'all ready?
Oh Lord.
They got Van Jefferson.
Where my Pepto at?
They got Van Jefferson? More of our trash.
Kevin Ridley.
And
Tyler Lockett. And they picked up Xavier Respo kid from Matt.
Oh yeah, they got yeah. But that's because like he went to Miami with Cam. That's why.
He had a lot of yards there, so that yeah.
Well, yeah, but he ran. I mean, his 40 time took 3 days to do. Anyway. Anyway, listen. Scotty Robinson said Drake London is going to have 1,500 yards receiving and 15 touchdowns this season.
That'd be nice.
So, Scotty, I'm gonna ask you this question, Scotty, because it's funny that you should say this. If he has 15 touchdowns, how much is Mike getting? Okay, how
38.
much is Mike throwing? 38. I can see him flirting with 40. I could see him flirting with 40 in 17 games. Sorry, well, yeah, 17 games. Yes.
What?
Flirting with 40.
I got another question for you too.
Yes.
What does Mike have to do to be in the MVP conversation?
I had that thought in my mind, Coach. I'm glad you said that.
Okay, so how about this? Ant? Because this is Coach's question. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Who is the usual guys in the MVP conversation? Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, right? That's usually your usual suspects, right? Those three.
Mm-hmm.
And then they sometimes throw a running back in there or somebody like that and never gets a vote, so it doesn't really matter. But those are like the three, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Now we look at Lamar Jackson. His stats are a little bit more balanced, rushing and passing. And rushing touchdowns, passing touchdowns. That's how he does it.
That's
Josh Allen, right? Josh Allen, kind of the same way, but his is a little bit more balanced towards passing. But he is a goal line back. But isn't like his stats last year? He had more throwing touchdowns than rushing, right?
Last year, who had better? Well, yeah, they always gonna have more passing than rushing. But who got MVP last year? Was it Josh Allen?
It was Josh Allen, wasn't it? Yeah, I think it was Josh.
But
it was Josh.
However, what's gonna have better passing yards? Lamar Jackson had better
Lamar, yes, he did. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
In the year that Lamar has won, Josh Allen had better passing yards.
Okay, so
it's all popularity with.
So what did Josh Allen have last year? Like what was his stats
30
last year?
30 some hundred.
30 something. That's it?
30 like 3,800 yard passing, I think. Something I'm saying. Let me find it.
What? Okay, yeah. I want to bring this up real quick because.
All right,
Josh.
Allen. I got you right here.
Okay.
I'm on PFF right now.
It says 37, 31. That's his yards. 28 touchdowns, 6 picks.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Lamar's
it.
Lamar's numbers better.
And that's almost like his low. I think that's the lowest he's had since 2019 when he had 20 and 9. 20 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. Yeah.
Right.
Wow. So how many rushing touchdowns did he have, Coach?
Rushing touchdown. What we got?
Mm-hmm.
Go down to the rushing side. Everything broke down. All right, rushing touchdown he had last year. He had 12. That's a lot.
That's what I'm saying. Like when he got down to like the 2-yard line,
he had 531 rushing yards. He had 102 attempts, so that's a lot of attempts.
But he was running for his life a lot.
I want y'all to listen to these numbers real quick.
Yes, sir.
49-18, 43 touchdowns, 9 interceptions.
Who's that?
I think he had I'm about to tell you.
Okay. That's pretty damn good.
70% completion percentage with a 108.5 quarterback rating.
That's pretty good.
Guess who that was?
That's LJ, isn't it?
That's Joe Burrow.
That's Joe?
And he didn't win MVP.
He had a good year.
I guess it goes to winning. Because they was talking about that for weeks now. It was like Joe Burrow has like better numbers than
people in the MVP race. How can you penalize somebody because their defense is ass? I don't understand that.
I think what they're looking at this is how they move the goalposts. The MVP is an individual reward, individual award, in a sport that depends on 10 other people on the field along with you.
Yeah, right.
So, having said that, it's the same thing. Like, let's take this and go to basketball. MVP is Shea, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, is he the best player on his team? Yes.
Yes.
Did he have the best team? Yes.
They won.
Yeah, right. Right. They had the best team, but when you look at across the league, was he the best player in the entire league?
No.
So there you go. Like, could there have been somebody that was like,
man.
It's popularity because again, sometimes they get voting fatigue and they don't want to give it to Jokic. They don't want to give it to Mahomes, like year after year after year. But again, this goes by what Ant is saying. It's like this guy Joe Burrow is putting up monster numbers, but
you got to win. You got to win. How's that?
You got to win. That's what it is. So, going to Coach's question. Okay, what's up, MacTown? Going to Coach's question. He says, "What does Mike have to do?" Now, this is again going back to the stats right here. The last MVP had 3,700 yards, 28 touchdowns. We're saying that Mike can get 38, right? That's what y'all saying? He can get 38?
Yeah.
Those 38 touchdowns translates to fill in the blank amount of wins.
13.
12 to 13 wins.
If it's 13, then you could be looking at MVP.
Yeah, I got you. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Most valuable Penix. It is. All right, put it out there. Put that on a t-shirt.
But hold on.
Oh, Lord.
Because he played in Atlanta.
Oh, man.
We have to think because look at what just happened. I just look at what just happened with Joe Burrow. Because his team was ass and his numbers were astronomical. Because he plays in Atlanta, are they going to hold that over his head?
That's a good question. Now, remember, Ice won MVP.
True, but how long was that?
Well, yeah, I mean,
Matt
like
Ryder had some good numbers too, though. And that team was unstoppable that year too.
Now, but again, seeing how that team is, seeing how they had the weapons on that team, that team was special.
Mm-hmm.
Mike can do the same thing though, and he has a stronger arm.
Yeah.
Let's just say how he has the potential. Let's say potential because we don't know until we see it. But he has the potential to do almost the same exact thing. Long as the offensive line, everybody still stays healthy, he could put up numbers.
Right.
I mean, we saw him do it in college. So having said that, he's not going to have a lot of rushing numbers because that's going to go to Bijan, right? So y'all saying like 13 wins? 13 wins and an NFC South division title.
Yeah, if we win 13 games, we win the NFC South. That's a foregone conclusion.
Yeah. What it said, Dre Murphy said Joe Burrow got robbed of the MVP. But then some people argue that Joe had to throw because, I mean, who was he handing the ball off to?
They couldn't run the ball.
They couldn't run the ball, and their defense was trash. So
trash.
Yeah, it was like looking at Dan Marino post Super Bowl, looking at Peyton Manning before he got his defense. It's just him. It was just him.
The year Jaden Daniel won the Heisman, right?
Yes.
Did y'all see his numbers?
No. Honestly, I didn't. No.
His number compared to Michael Penix's number. But they came out the same year, right? 23?
Yes, they did. Yeah.
Right? Was he starting up run up that year?
I think so.
All right. Like I said, popularity overtakes him. This man went to the national championship game. Still didn't win the Heisman. Jay Day had no chance at the national championship game. But
he went because he went to Washington.
But Washington was 2 years in a row that went to the playoff. 2 years in a row.
Right. But you know how those people are.
Yeah.
Down the NCAA.
Yeah. That's when the Pac-12 was breaking up anyway. So yeah.
Yeah. Can they always talk about like who you played and stuff like that, and
they beat Oregon twice.
Yeah.
Oregon.
They could have beat Michigan too, but the
running back was hurt. I'm gonna say the running back was hurt. That's why they lost that game. He had no run game.
Let's see. Scotty says they need to move Kyle to wide receiver. Can't block as a tight end.
You got to block as a wide receiver too.
Yeah. I'll tell you one thing though. What they could do with him, they could move him around.
Block? Kyle was a good blocker last year. I don't know what the hell you're looking at. How you think Bijan got to the edges? Because of Kyle. Kyle was out there blocking his ass off. I don't know.
He's still in.
So now again, what we're going to see this year is that we're going to see this offense take that next step, which is actually scary, seeing how the last 3 games went. Mm-hmm. You're going to see there's going to be times where you might see a couple of shootouts. But we finally got ourselves a gun that we could survive in some of these shootouts.
That's right.
Honestly, I think we beat Kansas City if we had, even though like Kirk Cousins was playing, pretty well. I think in some of these games, I think we win. But then that means that your boy is still here. Yeah. The defensive coordinator that remains, I don't want to say his name.
Jimmy.
Yeah. I think if we win a division, I think he's still here.
No, I don't think so.
You think they still fire him?
Hell yeah.
Oh wow.
I told you Albright was already on their mind. When he got fired, when they let them go up there, he was coming here. That was automatic.
Mm-hmm.
That was all in. If Albright would have got fired the same year that Raheem came in, he would have been a D coordinator.
He would have been here with Raheem. Yeah.
So they couldn't have just took him?
Well, let me ask you a question. Okay, I want you to look at this also. Why would you hire Jimmy Lake, who ain't never had no experience?
That's what I was thinking last night, Coach. Why?
Would you hire? He was a stepper, like a what's what I'm looking for?
Nepotism?
I'm feeling piece. He was like a stepping stone until Albright.
Why would you risk your job?
Well, I don't think Raheem knew he had more than 1 year. He knew this.
Unless he went 2-14.
Yeah, despite what we say.
Yeah,
I think he had more than 1 year.
He had him more than 1 year.
So you think that they said in the interview that you're guaranteed at least 2 years?
Okay. Okay. You get okay. Mm-hmm. We ain't never won anything anyway.
Mm-hmm.
We had pieces, right? We did have pieces. We did have pieces here, but those pieces got to learn how to form together more. You had a lot of rookies who was on that D line last year. He didn't play them last year.
Yeah,
maybe Raheem was smarter than what we think. Why risk your future? But you ready for your real quarterback to come to the game? Because they knew Michael was going to be the man. Kirk Cousins was like, once they see Michael, they said, shit, we got to draft this guy. We just fucked up. They knew they fucked up.
They did. Yeah, when they went back and saw him throw in the rain.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
But you didn't know Michael was going to be there. We didn't know Michael was going to be there. So
remember what they said? They said that they thought the Giants were going to take him at 6.
Exactly. Yeah. So when he was there, it's like, damn, we got to take this guy. If Kirk does okay, if Kirk would have been fine for those first 2 years, nothing would have been what's going. However, Kirk screwed up.
Yeah. But then you know what I don't understand, Coach? Then knowing everything that we know now. Now, of course, hindsight is always 20/20.
Oh, yeah.
But knowing everything that we know, why give him like a no trade clause plus guaranteed money?
He had a good ass agent.
Yeah, his agent is the MVP.
But I'm trying to understand, like, why would you put a no trade clause? I'm a whole firm. I'm a whole firm, coach.
Okay,
if somebody says like no trade clause, then I'm going with the rook. I'm going with the rookie.
But we didn't know. But he was signed before the rookie was drafted.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
We didn't know what.
You don't know the circumstances.
But a no trade clause though? What are you, Bradley Beal?
Yeah, because we thought Kirk Cousins. Listen, if Kirk Cousins didn't have that arm hit, I think we've been okay. I hate to say that.
You think so?
Yeah, I think.
Oh well, yeah, because he was still trending. Yeah, he was trending.
He was still.
But Kirk.
So you thinking that we get 2 more wins?
Yes.
So you think we beat the Chargers and we beat who? Who else?
We would have beat
the Panthers.
Yes. Well, the Panthers. Mike lost that game against the Panthers. That wasn't Kirk.
But I'm saying, like, do you think Kirk would have won that final game?
I think if Kirk would have sat down and let that arm heal, I don't know if it's healed or not yet. Still, anyway, he would let that arm rest and heal. He would have came back after 2 or 3 games. I think he would have came back in there. I think the Falcons would have probably won some more games afterwards.
Okay, so knowing what you know now, Coach, Mike goes out there, right? Now Kirk is healing his arm. He's doing whatever. Kirk, but Mike is out there now doing what he did against the Giants, hitting all these throws and whatnot. It wasn't great, but then he goes in Washington and puts on a show. You still go back to Kirk, even though his arm is healed?
Yeah, you get an opportunity to come back. Yeah, because think about it, the injury happened in that Saints game, right?
Right.
That's I seen the hit, so that's when the injury happened. And at that point there, his arm like turned to noodles. It was like dead. So Kirk said, "Man, I came from my arms messed up." Kirk was worried about his job. He shouldn't have,
because he knew the kid could play,
but he shouldn't have been.
But everybody, you know what also, Coach? I think he heard rumblings of people like in the locker room too.
True.
I think people in the locker room would talk like, "Yo, you saw that throw that Mike?" Because we don't know what goes on in the locker room, but we've been in locker rooms before where you see somebody's like, "Yo, you see that throw? Or that kid could play," blah, 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 blah. And it, it probably affected Kirk. Yeah. Now he's looking behind his back, knowing that the kid could play.
That was his problem. If he was a real veteran that was sure about his game,
he wouldn't have been worried about that.
That should never.
But Kirk is not an alpha like that though.
Yeah,
I don't think he's built like that. Kirk is a nice guy.
Yeah,
but he's a passenger. He's a passenger. Yeah. Kirk is not an alpha. Mike, like Ice, is an alpha.
Mike's an alpha.
Mike's an alpha. Yeah. He's not worried about anything, But I think he's been a passenger on some really good teams. I think that's what it is. But you can't look at Kirk as like a guy like that dude. Have you ever thought of Kirk Cousins as that dude?
No. Because look at the year he was drafted. He got drafted with RG3.
Yeah.
So he was never that guy.
Right. Until RG3 went down, and
they had no choice.
He ain't had no choice. So, okay, I see what you said, Jay. Let me get to D. Cole. Let me finish D. Coleman's comment. You probably can't get pennants without Cousins unless you move up. Having Kirk threw everybody off our scent for a QB.
Exactly. Perfect move.
Now,
I understand what you're talking about that guarantee. Yeah, that guarantee, not the guarantee, but the no trade clause. That was a little harsh.
That's why I wouldn't do the no trade. I wouldn't do the no. I mean, to have a no trade, that means like you're dug in with this guy.
But I think Kirk
no matter what
in his carear here. I think Kirk thought he had 2 years. He won't end his career.
He almost ended Raheem's career. and Terry along with that. Now, here's the thing,
though. Let me ask y'all a question, though. Let me ask y'all a question.
Mm-hmm.
We all think it was all Raheem's decision. Yes, Raheem's the head coach.
Mm-hmm.
How do we know it didn't come from high above?
For who?
For Kirk Cousins. How do we know it didn't come from Arthur Blank or higher? We don't know. We really don't know.
To get a quarterback?
To get a veteran quarterback that Kirk has not been he hasn't been the greatest winner, but Kirk has been a very good game manager of a team.
That's fact.
And a good regular season quarterback. Regular season quarterback.
Yes. So how do we know it? We always put, I know us fans, a lot of us content creators put a lot of blame on the coaches. I coached for a long time. I got a lot of blame, but and we just take it. That's what you do. You just take it.
That comes with the job.
Come with the job. So, but sometimes people put the blame on the wrong thing. Just like those losses, we said it was on Raheem. I don't put them on Raheem.
So
if you put them on, if you got a game plan, yeah, you're supposed to adjust, yes. But you can't coach in the middle of the game. You can't coach in the middle of the game. I don't care what nobody says. You can't do it.
You can make adjustments, but it's
adjustments. Yeah, he had some problem making some adjustments last year. He did do that. However, but a player, if you a dog, you that dog, you don't let some of this shit happen.
But he's not that though.
We talk about the players. We talk about the players themselves.
The players, yes.
I ain't talking about Kirk. We talk about we had some poodles last year. We didn't have no dog. And the dog.
Who are you talking about? Justin Simmons?
That was
Judon?
Yeah.
No. Who are you talking about, Coach? The guys that's no longer here, right?
The guys that's no longer here. Yeah, they gone. They gone now.
But it's funny that you said that you had some poodles, and guess what y'all did with the 15th pick in the NFL draft? You got yourself a dog.
A dog.
We got ourselves a walk wilder.
And who's out there busting his behind at that pass rush. You see this kid?
Yeah.
That dude's work ethic is crazy.
Did you see that bend?
Oh boy. That's what I said. I put your hand up on your hip and you dip, I dip, we dip.
Did y'all see that video how big Nolan Sniffing got? Nolan looked humongous. Nolan Smith looked humongous in there. I was like, damn, he big now.
But he's eating them cheesesteaks in Philly.
That mean he got stomach problem.
But you know what people were saying about. But if we let's just say that we didn't get Kirk, no trade. He try to hit you with that no trade clause, and they're like, nah, I'm good. They draft Penix, but they traded up to get Penix. They traded up 2 spots from 8 to 6 to jump in front of the Giants to get Penix, right? But it cost you James Pierce Jr.
I'm gonna delay it.
It cost you James Pierce Jr. So, are you okay with that? You're good in terms of like your cap and everything now because you're not hamstrung to Kirk, and maybe this season doesn't end the way it did or whatever like that. But the sacrifice, because everything requires a sacrifice. So we're gonna do this storyline. You got MP9, okay? He's gelling with Drake. He's doing his thing with Mooney. He got Kyle. You got Bijan. The line is good. Defensively, yeah, or whatever. But it cost you your 2026 first round pick, which turned out to be James Pierce Jr. You still get Jalen. Though. So how do y'all feel about that?
Oh, okay.
I see your question. I see all y'all questions in there. Go ahead and keep putting them in. I'm saving them.
Shit. That's a good question. Think about
that. That's a damn good
I gotta put my thinking cap.
Because like I said, you're not under that apron of like the cap and all that. So this is for the comment section too. I'm not just talking to my boys on the panel.
Okay.
Think about this for a second.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're not under that salary cap thing then. If you got rid of Kirk, you're not under that salary cap restriction.
Right.
I think you go out and get somebody.
Who would that?
Who would?
You know what? How about this, Ant? Maybe they overpay a smidge for Danielle Hunter.
Possible.
You don't get Judon. But you get Danielle Hunter though. Because remember, Danielle went to Houston. He was a free agent.
Yeah.
He was a free agent, and Atlanta couldn't offer him. They
got
to a point.
Yeah, because then we offered him something.
You offered him something. See, okay, now we're thinking. Now you see how we're thinking now.
They overtook us at the last minute.
Yes. So here,
and then we have
There you go. Come on now.
We have Danielle Hunter. And we have Jalen come, this year.
Right. But you would have had Danielle Hunter instead of Judon. Right? You would have had Danielle Hunter. You would have still had like, your rest of your defense, but you wouldn't have had James Pierce Jr. Your guy now would have been Danielle Hunter for the foreseeable future. And you would have had, but the thing is, like, if you win the division, maybe you don't get Jalen.
That's true.
He free fall to 15, but you would have been too far down. Right. And you wouldn't have had the trade, assets to trade back up.
And that's my point. That's my point. The Falcons knew this year they had to improve that pass rush. Did we want to lose those games? I think we wanted to win the division. We did.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay only picked a couple slots behind us. They only picked 4 or 5 slots behind us.
Right.
They weren't like they were so far down.
Okay. Hold on, coach. Maybe you don't get Jalen. What if? Here we go. You ready for this?
Pierce, though? What if you still got Pierce?
No, you can't get Pierce.
Why not?
Oh, actually, no. Pierce did start the free fall. But how about this though? Maybe you get Malachi Starks.
What?
Maybe you get what's the name of that
dude from? Where did Malachi go?
Malachi went to Philly. No, Baltimore.
The number. Oh yeah. He was at the end. He was
at the end. How about this? What was the name of that guy that G.I. Campbell?
Jihad. I was high on Jihad.
Mm-hmm. So we're just talking about scenario wise. You see what I'm saying, guys? You see what I'm saying? Like everybody that's watching. Mm-hmm. It's like it's always a trade-off. Like, yes, Kirk, it bothers us that he's still here and everything that he put us through last year. But we're talking about like in an alternate universe.
Malachi went after James Pierce.
Right, Malachi went after James Pierce. Yes, so maybe you still could have got James
Malachi
Pierce.
went towards the bottom of the first round.
Right. Now for Coach, here's the thing though, Coach. They didn't think that James Pierce was going to drop that low, so I think they probably got nervous. That's probably why they traded the 2026 pick to trade back in. Right, to trade back in to get James Pierce Jr. They didn't think a lot of things was going to happen there. They didn't think that Mike was going to drop that low, or Jalen or James.
I think I know what happened. I know exactly what happened.
I know what happened to
him. Because they was going to take JPJ at 15.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But when whoever was above Carolina and that those 3 or 4 picks, which I still don't understand how you pass on Jalen. You pass on Jalen? Are you?
There's some Carolina fans out there. I was looking at a couple of other podcasts. They actually like the fact that they got Tet. I don't know why, because they still ain't got no pass rush, but they actually glad that they got Tet. Because X can't catch.
That don't make any sense to me.
Now I got a question though.
Because X can't catch. That's why.
Looking at the draft orders right now. All right. If we won the division, we probably would have picked number 19 because that's what Tampa Bay's at.
Yeah.
So he would have had 19. Okay. 19. So you still would have got Jihad then, right? Jihad still on
the
the table.
And it also depends on how far we go in the playoffs too.
Bro, yeah, right. There you go. Yeah. Go ahead, Coach.
But go ahead.
The next pick was the Cardinals. They picked Nolan Walter.
Walter Nolan.
Yeah.
Cincinnati picked up Shamar Stewart. Do you think one of those two guys, Cincinnati or Cardinals, would have picked up Jalen Walker? I think he would have been going.
I think he would have went to Cincinnati probably.
Yeah.
I think he goes to Cincinnati because remember their Mike linebacker too. The older dude. What was his name? Number 57. I forgot his name. But they got rid of him. But they got rid of a lot of people. Yeah. But again, the thing about Jalen Walker, he would have went up there and he would have still had the same issue that Shamar is going through right now.
So, do you think the Falcons would have made a trade with somebody?
You say again?
You think the Falcons would probably trade up to get? Well, no, they still want. They would still.
According
to this draft, they still would have got. They still would have probably got James Pierce.
I think what it is, Coach. They would have seen James fall, and they would have seen him at 19, and being the fact that that's their top rusher on the board, they go and snatch him up at 19 instead of getting him. Then
again, a lot of people didn't get a chance to see Jalen do anything except game film. Jalen didn't work out nowhere, 0.
And you know, the knock against him is the fact they were saying that, well, he got short arms, he got this, he got that. Exactly. So maybe he still does free fall. Yeah. But remember, in this alternate universe, Coach, you don't have no 2026 pick to trade back up. So for some reason, we still don't get both of them, but you can get one of them. So what would you get?
Why not trade?
Yeah.
You still gonna.
I don't know if you can get both of them, Coach.
Which one is the lesser evil?
Trade 2027, goddammit. I don't care.
2027? What do you think you are the NBA? You trade all your futures?
That's how they do. But no.
Hey, thank you, Scotty.
No, it's crazy, man. That draft thing last year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What's funny about the whole thing is that,
you know,
if you watch me do my mock draft that whole season, right? Jalen was always late. Jalen was falling in the mock drafts.
He was.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, he was
picking him up in the second round.
He really was.
I remember that. Yeah.
What's going on? So I was picking him up in the second round.
That's what's so crazy. Like I don't think he drops to the. Oh my God! I know exactly where he goes. Oh, no. Philly, if he lasts to Philly, God, does he look like a Raven? He don't look like a Raven to you?
Oh,
like attitude, work ethic.
He looked like a Pittsburgh.
He does.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
Well, not these new Steelers.
Well.
No.
But coach, look at the guys that they draft. They draft guys with edge. They got chips on their shoulder, like attitude and work. That
fits him perfectly.
That fits him perfectly.
Him to the T.
God, he's a Raven, Coach. He's a Raven. We just happen to snatch him up. You don't think so? Yeah.
You know what? They fucked up. And let him slide into our lap.
Yeah, that was stupid.
Yes,
that was. Yeah, I don't
get that, man. I don't.
But it's okay.
What it's like.
I'm glad.
No.
I'm happy it happened.
But for us, I think what it is that sometimes, and we're not in the draft rooms, but that's a lot of pressure right there because you're looking at scenarios, right? Like we do with our mock draft, and I'm sure they do mock drafts too. And like this could possibly what happened according to their needs, right? Then maybe all of a sudden,
maybe Terry's just smarter than everybody else.
I think he is. But check this out though. But Coach, check this out though. You have a scenario in your mind of how the draft would fall. Right. Then all of a sudden, the guy that you was looking at, that you flew halfway across the country to have him throw in the rain, this dude is falling. Hold up, what the hell? No. We had our eyes look on something else. Like if he's there, like we'll take him, but they know, wait, we don't have the ammunition to trade up.
Okay.
So holy crap, like he's there at 8. Wow, okay, we gotta snatch him. Okay.
Happened 2 times, y'all. It happens.
That's what I'm saying. It happened in 2023 and 2024.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
okay.
So, okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Hold on. Think about this. What if what's the name wasn't there? We draft Latu. Because remember,
I think that's what he wanted, isn't it?
Yeah, because remember. After they drafted him, they tried to get back into the first round.
Yes.
To get Latu, but nobody would do it.
Yeah. Because they were mad because they took that quarterback. Denver talking about we didn't want him. Yeah, you wanted him. Denver would have got him.
Right.
He would have been a Denver Bronco.
No, he would have been a Bronco. He would have been a Bronco.
He would have been a Bronco. Yes.
And guess what? We probably would have got Bo Nix. Oh Lord, have mercy.
No, no.
Bo.
Well, shit, Bo Nix played well last year.
He did, but again, I don't know. But is that Bo or is that Sean Payton? I think that's Sean.
He made a college offense. He made a college offense for him. That's
right.
What he did.
But you know what, Coach? But you know who Bo Nix is? Baker Mayfield. That's all he is.
Yeah,
he got the same attitude, that same, what do you call that? Moxie. Or whatever.
Moxie.
Yeah, but Mike Penix, that dude swagger, he belongs in Atlanta, boy. That dude is the epitome of what?
Yeah, he fits Atlanta.
He fits it.
That's
yes.
do-rag assassin right there.
That do-rag assassin. Like, hey man, listen, you got a do-rag assassin, you got a Billy Badass, you got an X-Man. But like I said, we talking about, like I said, an alternate universe though. Now, I think personally, our best pass rusher is probably going to be Pierce. I honestly think so. Jalen's going to bring that dog.
Jalen's going to be all over. Yeah.
He's going to be all over. He's going to be all over. You know, but I can see
when Pierce come to the game,
you already know what it is.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's great to have. That's great to have.
But you know that factors into Jeff Ulbrich, because his scheme is simple. Here's my guys, try to stop us. Plain and simple.
Mm-hmm.
It's just plain and simple. It's like, this is who we have in front of us. There's going to be some schematic things. I might bring Billy Badass off the corner, or maybe I won't. Maybe I'll drop Jalen. Maybe I won't. I might line everybody up on the line. Maybe I won't.
Right. Maybe I'll fake it.
Maybe I won't. Right. But Jalen, I think, like, who do you guys think is going to be the fan favorite?
Jalen.
You think so?
Oh,
yeah, he's in Georgia. He's the first Georgia player drafted in the first round by the Falcons ever.
Who was your favorite on that 2016 team? That special 2016 team?
What, the Falcons?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Other than
actually,
Swag says Pierce. Swag says Pierce.
Pierce went on those 2016 team?
No. I'm saying, like, I asked him, like, no. He's answering my first question.
2016. You know who my favorite was until he missed that block? Who was your favorite? Devontae Freeman was my favorite. Did he miss that block? I lost all respect for him.
What do you think, Ann? Like, who was your fan favorite? Not fan favorite. Like, who was your favorite?
You know, until he got hurt, it was Tevin Coleman.
Oh,
because he was a more all around back.
It's in the same category.
He could run, boy. He could catch the ball out of the backfield, and he could block.
He would have never missed that block.
And that one cut and gone.
Oh,
he planted that foot and gone, man. House call it. House call it, man.
Touchdown.
Oh my goodness.
Over.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
I miss him. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. TC was good, boy.
He went to California, had a good season like that too. 2 good seasons like that too.
Yeah, in San Fran. Yeah, he did.
Yeah. But his schematically, he fit that system though.
Mm-hmm. Well,
you know,
same coach that brought him over there.
Well, yeah.
You see, he ain't coming to the front day. He's like, "Dad, you missed him in the block, boy."
Well, but you see how Kyle he's aging real fast too. You see how old he looks now. All that pressure. Oh, D. Cohen said that's my. Is that your real nephew? Come on, man! Don't BS me now. Is your real nephew?
He do got the same last name.
Yeah, I mean, Jerome got a cousin in the league too.
Kruger.
Oh shit! But going back to I'm gonna go back to because we talked a long time about this scenario, but I'm gonna go back to the top 100 here. So we got number 96. We got Moses. I mean, we got Levante David.
Grandpa.
Hey, we need to be careful about that team because they're going to be sending some heat with Jihad. They will.
Who?
We got Tampa Bay.
Jihad's in Philly.
No, wait.
Yeah,
Who did they draft?
Jihad's in Philly.
Who they draft?
Him. They didn't draft him.
I swear I thought they drafted Jihad Campbell.
Jihad's in Philly.
So who they Tampa draft, Coach?
A wide receiver.
Stop playing.
They drafted Emeka Abukufu. Yeah.
Lord have mercy. Okay.
Yeah,
They did
Draft Abuka.
Yeah.
Oh.
But they did bring in Hassan Reddick, though.
Anyway, so number 95.
It ain't gotta worry about him because it's not the playoffs.
Yeah, Swag. I agree with you. I see Tampa. Not too much though, because they're gonna be there at the end. They're gonna be there at the end.
Pressure no matter what. That's what
they too. I think they're still talented enough to kind of annoy you a little bit towards the end. Do you see us splitting with them, or we sweep them?
I see a split. That was my thing.
Split.
I could see a split.
I think we kick their butts. We kick their butts when they come to the first game. Then that second game will be a tight game. So that's what.
Yeah. Okay. So right after Devontae David. Josh Sweat. Wow.
It ain't the playoffs either. So. Gets him paid every year. Playoff game.
Tracy, is this D. Coleman? This D. Coleman's family? We got Tracy Coleman. We'll talk about Tevin Coleman.
Tracy
and now we got D. Coleman.
He drives fast cars, right?
Yeah.
That's Tracy Chapman. No, wrong person.
Tracy Chapman.
Yeah, he drives a fast car.
What's your Tracy said?
I don't know if that's a man or a lady. That could be a man or a lady. I'm not sure.
12 and 5.
Okay. Well, she says 12. They say 12.
That person, yes. I don't know. If
they said 12 and 5. Yeah, you're right, because Tracy could go. Anyway. So right after Josh, I don't even know what Josh's stats were last year. But I guess it was enough to get him on this list.
Let me see. I find him.
Yeah. Please let me know before
it says sucks.
Well,
Let me see what it says. Josh. All right.
Yeah.
He had 7 forced fumbles, 148 tackles. No, that
wow.
ain't right. That ain't right.
148 tackles.
That ain't right. I was wrong. Don't kill me.
What is the RoboCop?
He had 41 tackles total. He had 9 tackles for loss.
Okay.
What is he? He had 8 sacks. Not bad.
Oh, that's not bad. I wish we had 8 sacks. That's not bad. Okay.
Let me do the breakdown because that.
No, you ain't gotta do the breakdown. You gotta do the breakdown. Oh Lord!
I think most of those games were playoff games.
Tracy says 4-2 in the division. Okay.
He got a sack against Tampa Bay. Let me see. He had a sack against Cleveland, sack against New York, sorry team, 2 sacks against Jacksonville, 1 against Washington, 1 against the Rams, and 1 against Pittsburgh. So,
all right. Dre Murphy said we're sweeping the Tampa Bay Buccaneers again this year. If we can sweep the Tampa Bay Buccaneers with Captain Kirk 2 Chains Cousins, what makes you think we can't do it with Mike Penix?
Yeah,
I think I'm giving him credit because I think the team is still good. That's what it is.
Well,
that's all it is. I'm just giving it the fact that the team is good.
They're Asian too. They're getting old too. They're getting a little old too. So
yeah, I mean, Vita is still 350 pounds though. Yeah. Vita is still that guy.
One more cheeseburger, he's gonna be on that blood pressure list.
Okay, number 94. Number 94, we have Sam Cook. I mean, Sam Laporta.
I disagree with that. I think he should be higher.
Way higher.
He should way higher. Yes.
He should at least be on the next tier. At least the next tier, man.
Top 80 for sure. Top 80.
Because my thing is like,
80,
okay,
sure. Yeah.
because like, okay, so you have Kittle, Kelsey, Andrews. Like, how many do you name?
Likely, maybe.
Brock Bowers.
Brock will be in the top 10, y'all. Guaranteed.
Like, how many tight ends do you name? Yeah, how many tight ends do you name before you get to Sam?
6, 7.
7? Okay, hold on. Let me see. So you got Brock, Kittle, Kelsey,
Andrews. Likely.
You want to say likely? Okay, we got likely.
I'm gonna say Jonnu Smith.
Yeah, Jonnu.
Just from last year.
Let me think. What about Evan Ingram?
Yeah, him too. So that's 7.
Yeah, him too. Yeah.
Sam is top 8 for sure.
He's
Let me tell y'all something also. I'm gonna let y'all know something. Y'all may think I'm lying, you may think I'm crazy, but I guarantee Kyle Pitts gonna be ahead of Sam Porter. Watch.
No way.
Watch.
You said that yesterday on your show.
Exactly. He's gonna be.
I thought you was drinking then, Coach.
This is the virgin orange juice. He's gonna be. Watch. He's
Coach
gonna
got
be
him
ahead.
a screwdriver over there.
He's going to actually be ahead of Sam Porter. Watch and see. Y'all think I'm lying? Watch.
Kyle Pitts above Drake London. I ain't even worried about Sam Laporta. Kyle Pitts above. Yeah, see, it said Njoku. I put Njoku before I put Jono.
Njoku had a game every 6 games. Every 6 games.
Hey, Swag. This list is already full of it. Because you want to know why? We're about to get there. Number 93, best center in the league.
Oh, yeah.
Best center in the league is number 93.
How is that possible?
Watch.
Creed.
Hold on. Let me. The kid that just left us going to be a higher than Creed Humphrey. Watch. Which he wasn't. Watch.
Dolman?
Yes, watch.
Ain't no Coach.
Watch. Watch and see.
You know what, Coach? Then how about this? Since you want to go all the way left in, how about you say Grady Jarrett going to be in the top 50? Since he left us too.
I ain't said top 50. But he going to be on this list too. Y'all think y'all are laughing. Just watch and see.
I'm laughing at
I know. It ain't I'm laughing at Coach. That's why I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I'm laughing at Magnus.
This list is based on popularity from the players.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna get Grady.
These are facts. These are facts.
And
but who? Grady?
Grady gonna be probably top.
Look at D. Coleman said Grady ranked 171. Just missed the cut.
Ain't but 100. He missed about a lot. But Grady watch Grady gonna be like number 79.
Ain't no way.
Watch.
Ain't no way. What? 2
see.
sacks?
That wasn't a sack. That was a fall down. Watch.
Okay. All right. Hold
Y'all
on.
laughed at me. That was a damn. Coach is crazy. He's right. Watch and see.
Okay. At number 92, we got Jesse Bates.
This what got me right here.
Wow.
This is a great.
Wow.
So they're saying, this is what they're saying now. If you look at this list, Jesse is the worst safety
in the league.
This is what they're saying. Right? Am I right?
That's some bullshit.
I wouldn't even say that he was 74 last year.
But that's what they're saying.
Where's another safety on this list?
Xavier McKinney. Watch. You talk about watch
though, but he ain't on this list.
No. He's not in between 191.
Yeah,
I bet you he'll be up there though.
What I'm saying is because Jesse's number 92, that means he's the worst safety that's gonna be on this list.
Oh, right. Oh, the worst at his position. Yes. Okay. I got you.
They're saying Drake's the worst wide receiver on this list. No, they said
the worst wide receiver. They said Creed Humphrey. He said Creed Humphrey
is the worst
center.
Worst center, yeah. Watch Dalton be number 25. Because people in Chicago like to vote on stuff like this.
Well,
that's how they begin 2 people in the All-Star game and stuff, because they vote
just off of what that dude from Alabama that got drafted by the Patriots did to Dolman. He should never be on any list. Brokeback Dolman is what I called him.
He got paid now.
He got paid, and that's all that matters. Because Raheem said that in his introductory thing. He said, "I'm gonna get y'all paid. I'm gonna get y'all on another team. If it's not here, I'm gonna get y'all on another team."
He's done that.
He's done it.
He's holding his word.
He got Grady paid. Last contract. But D. Coleman said Jesse been closing out games since he got. Well, he's been closing out games even in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
He said Jesse been closing out games since he got here, and they keep disrespecting him.
He let something go too, but anyway, that's my story.
That is crazy, man. Like, that really aggravated me. Like, those two. And I'm not even trying to be a homer or nothing like that, but I can't put Drake London and a guy off of a rookie season in the same tier. And that was good. But if you have 100 receptions over 1,300 yards, that should put you at least like in the next tier. At least close to damn near 80.
Let's just look at next week. We're going to look at the next list. I'll bring the next list up next week too. Yeah.
Swag said, okay, then based on this list, Ray Lewis is going to be 64. But
it's all popularity too, man. It's all about popularity.
Well, this is about your peers and how your peers look at you.
That's how your peers look at you. Exactly.
Yeah. So, yeah, they said D. Coleman said, watch they put Bijan at 88.
Bijan gonna be your top 60 for sure.
Maybe not. I mean, I bet you they'll put. I bet you this, coach. I bet you they put Jahmyr Gibbs before after him. Well, before him.
You're gonna rank higher. This is what you're gonna have. Your top 4. You're gonna have Derek. Your top 5. I'm gonna go your top 5. Derrick Henry, the kid from Buffalo, Georgia boy from Buffalo.
Cook.
He's gonna be on this list.
What, higher than Bijan?
It'll be close. You're gonna have for some reason you're gonna still have Christian McCaffrey. I don't know why he's gonna be on this
because
list.
his name.
That's my point. Then you're gonna have Gibbs.
That's 3.
Can't forget about the kid from Philly.
Oh, Saquon.
Saquon gonna be that's 5.
Gotta have him. Yeah.
So who's saying that they don't have to do?
Bijan gonna be your top 6. He's gonna be your top 6.
Oh, don't forget, dude from Indy, Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, that's 7.
Jonathan Taylor, and then you got a guy from Houston, Joe Mixon. I bet you they put him on there, coach.
He gonna be your next group. He gonna be your worst running back.
You know who I think is gonna be in the next group?
Saquon gonna be your top 10.
Nick Chubb gonna be in your next group.
Yeah, he can't.
Just off a name alone.
He won't be on this list. He won't be on this list at all this year.
You don't think so?
No, his legs ain't there.
I'm just saying. What about Josh Jacobs? Josh Jacobs.
He may crack it. You may have 10 running backs.
He still crack it. Yep.
He had a good season last year.
Yeah, he may crack it. You're gonna have 10. You're gonna have 10, probably 10 running backs. I think.
He said, D. Coleman says Saquon might be number 1 this year. It's always going to go to a quarterback.
No,
it's
not
always
really.
going to go to a quarterback.
Not really.
You don't think so?
Not really. Saquon.
They gonna say best play. They gonna say best play in the league is a running back.
They may give him Saquon 2,000 yards and jumping over a man backwards. Yes, he may go number 1. I ain't never seen that shit happen.
So you think that he'll go before like a Josh
Lamar?
Allen? Josh
Allen ain't gonna be number 1 though.
You don't think Josh number 1?
He won't be number 1 this year.
Just this year.
He won't be number 1.
Wow.
Your number one quarterback is gonna be. I'm gonna go on a limb. Jaden Daniels.
What?
Watch.
Coach, what you drinking over? I didn't ask you this
morning. You know what?
listen.
I think
I didn't ask Coach what he's drinking this morning.
He's gonna be in the MVP race this year.
Popularity. Him and Saquon was the 2 most people they talked about dynamic last year. That people worried about, because that kid, he was doing some stuff in Washington last year. Like, damn, He's bringing his team back, doing this crazy stuff, playing backyard football. So I can see Saquon number one. I'm gonna say in the top 10. Bijan's probably top 30, 40.
I say top 20. I'll see Bijan top 20.
He could be there. I can see that too. But
I can see Lindstrom being at least like the next tier.
64.
Yeah, he's gonna be down there because they don't.
64.
I don't know why they don't value the. I don't know. I know for sure AJ's not making the team. Making the list.
Maybe.
What?
Maybe. He made it last year.
So what that mean? What number was he last year? What number was he last year?
80 something, I think. Maybe the next year.
He 140 this year. just off of what Donkey Kong did to him.
Don't you talk about it. Mike Evans gonna be in your top 20.
Who?
Mike Evans.
Oh, Mike Evans. Oh, wait, in top 20? Top 20? Like,
He's gonna break that record.
There's some guys better than him.
Yeah, but Mike Evans, nobody stopping that mother.
He has been consistent though.
He is consistent.
He's 1,000 yards every year, man, since he's been in the league, dude.
Yeah. Well,
but if you want to talk about consistent, who's been more consistent at the center position than number 93?
Well, he ain't win Super Bowl, so yeah. I'm just saying, man. This is some crazy shit.
All right, Coach. So last but not least, let's do the second slide you got there.
Oh, you want to go through that whole thing? Ooh, that's a lot.
No, not the whole. We'll do it quick. We'll do it quick because we already at like 2 hours. We'll spend like maybe like 10, 20 minutes on it.
Right. There we go. Well, yeah.
Because I still got to get to maybe not even that long because I got to get to the questions too.
Let's go through real fast. All right, this is breakdown by week by each game. Okay, first week 1 in week 15, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They got them picked to win 10, 11 games. So in other words, they said they're gonna beat us somewhere. Right. So, but we only picked to win 6 or 7 games. This is just that list that somebody put out, and I said, let me make something out of it. That's what it is. We're gonna dispute that 6 and 7 thing because I don't see 6 and 7 win. So
I don't see it as regressing from last year.
I see one loss out of this. I do see one loss out of this, maybe. But I think we can sweep Tampa Bay if our defense plays defense. I know we can score on Tampa Bay. I know that for a fact.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So when your boy putting up 30-plus points last year, just in his 3 games, I think we can continue that on. Zach opened that playbook up, and it's like, damn, I ain't never seen that before. But anyway. Not this season I did. So
but Coach, they got us lumped in here. First of all, how is the New York Giants going to get 6 or 7 games? How? And they got the hardest schedule. They got the hardest schedule though.
What year is this? Is this an even year?
It's
who they quarterback is?
It's an odd year.
Oh no, odd year.
But the
quarterback is either going to be Jameis or it's going to be Russ.
Russ going to start.
And either way, you're down 2 against Washington. You're going to be down 2 against Dallas, and you're going to be down 2 against Philly.
I think they're going to beat what's going on.
I see Dallas taking.
They're going to go 3-3 in the division. What?
You said what?
They're going 3-3 in the division.
Who's going 3-3?
That team right there you talking about, New York.
Oh, Coach, I'm about to end this show, man.
Anything's possible.
I think Dallas.
If you're Kevin Garnett,
who's Dallas' new coach?
I think they about to take a step back.
Dallas finna drop like the dead fly.
I'm telling you.
But
I feel the same way.
The New York Giants ain't got no tackles, man. That's Micah Parsons all day. They can't stop nobody. You got CD and you got Crash Out King. Your boy from Georgia.
Dallas got Dante Fowler Jr.
Okay. Anyway, the Carolina Panthers 6 or 7 wins.
Kung Fu Panda himself.
Carolina Panthers 6 or 7 with us too.
I can see Carolina probably getting 6 or 7 wins, maybe 6. I can see that.
Yeah, I think a lot
I see
of
the
people
Bears
sleeping
higher than
on
this.
You see the Bears with more wins?
I see the Bears in the next tier. I don't know how the Bengals are getting 8 to 9 wins though.
You
They
tell
still
me.
ain't got no defense.
That defense still garbage.
How's Washington? Another thing, how is San Francisco gonna get that many wins?
Where's San Fran at?
Oh, that team got gutted. They got gutted this offseason.
Yeah. How they may not even have Brandon Ayuk. They might have to get the guy that got shot in the chest.
Mm. That boy Superman.
You got Green Bay only going to get 8 to 9 wins. I don't agree with that. I see.
How the Panthers gonna get, not the Panthers, but the Jaguars gonna get 8 to 9 wins?
Is your boy starting?
Who,
Sunshine?
Trevor?
Sunshine, yeah.
Sunshine.
He won't be there.
Yeah, ATL, exactly. ATL Leo. How is Jacksonville getting 8 to 9 wins?
Just curious about
That's what I want to know. How was they above us?
Now I'm gonna tell y'all something. A team they underselling, that I think is gonna be pretty decent this year. I think the Raiders gonna be pretty decent this year.
Well, you can take the over.
They got a run game. Yeah, I would definitely take the over on that.
Oh, yeah.
They got a nice run game.
They got a brand new head coach.
How is Tennessee getting? Wait, are they hedging their bets with this? To about 5 or less?
You know what? I'm going to do what's called a parlay on win loss this year because I see some shit.
Because this is crazy. How is Tennessee getting 5? Wait, 5. Oh, wait, okay. So here's the thing:
5 or less
could go winless. This is a bad take because I don't think anybody's going to go 0-16.
I can see New Orleans.
I'm taking the over. I could see New Orleans get 1, maybe 2.
They got Kellen Moore, man. The head coach is Kellen Moore.
I'm just saying. That's why I said maybe 1 or 2. Okay, because they're going to be in the Arch Manning sweepstakes. They are. They're not even thinking about this year.
Maybe Cleveland is doing the same thing. That'd be stop.
Nah, coach.
I can see Cleveland. I can see Cleveland in the next
Arch
year.
Manning sweepstakes.
No,
that's Shador's team. That's Shador's team.
He can't go to the practice squad.
They got 4 quarterbacks, coach.
They got 5. Count Deshaun.
They got
Deshaun got problems.
Deshaun,
like I said, they got 4 quarterbacks.
He ain't got no problem. He just got a bad leg right now.
So how is Tampa Bay getting 10 to 11?
I don't know. If they get 10 to 11, that means we ain't gonna win the division.
How are they getting 10 to 11 though? They won 9 last year.
It's a miracle.
It's a miracle in the Netherlands.
And the thing is, like, they was relatively healthy outside of Mike Evans, who gets like nicked, and Chris Godwin. I think his foot went backwards.
How's the Rams gonna get 10 to 11 wins?
The Rams always hover around between 9 to 10, yeah. And then they just like go, ape shit in the playoffs. Yeah. So I never bet against. I told my stepson, I said I never bet against the Rams. I never will. As long as Sean McVay is there, and as long as they got Stafford, I ain't gonna. Denver.
I got a question.
I got them down here, but in the 9 range. Yeah.
Yeah, I got a question for you about the LA game. We play LA this year, right?
Yeah, I'm scared. I'm scared, coach.
Now, how do you think Zach coach against McVay?
He knows.
I'm curious to look at McVay's ex-coaches that played against him. How did they fare against him? I'm just curious.
I mean, but in the history or whatever, I think when the student goes against the teacher, how many times has the teacher the student come out on top?
That's I'm curious. I don't know. I need to find out. I need to find out McVay's people.
I don't. But you know what makes me scared?
Nick Saban.
It scares me, coach. But that game scares me, coach. LA.
It's late in the season too.
Yeah, we're playing in LA, right?
I think we're playing them in Atlanta.
Because I know we got Buffalo. That game kind of scares me too.
I ain't worried about that. I think we can beat Buffalo because we're playing them at home. We ain't going up there.
Well, here's the thing about being at home, and I got a question for both y'all. Y'all see the stadium looking different? Do y'all see us making things a little difficult for away teams and away fans?
Yeah.
I ain't saying y'all gotta beat their ass or nothing like that, but can y'all make it a little difficult in there? Do y'all see that happening this year?
So
so.
real home field advantage.
Make it feel like they're
that home,
dome.
right? Get that dome rocking. Like, can y'all see that happening?
If we win, yes.
So we gotta wait till they start winning.
If we go into I said this yesterday. I think if we go in this game with 9 or more wins into LA game, that Mercedes is gonna be rocking. It's gonna be rocking.
If we're in first place?
We're in first place. That place is gonna be unstoppable. And this, y'all gotta think about this also.
Mm-hmm.
When you got a quarterback, what Terry has done over these last 4 years, he's built a dynasty. I hate to say this, he's built an offensive dynasty. He has. So
that's facts, though. That's facts. And if this offense, I don't think nobody will be able to handle the scoring because we're gonna score easy. I think we're gonna be very easily scored. Yes.
But it's gonna be up to our defense to do their job.
Timely stops. That's what it's
now that you finally, but now that you got like a competent mind that's going to be calling that defense, I think you'll see things. I think you might see more stops. I think you might see a little bit more turnovers, like sacks. Yeah. Because now, like, we ain't have to worry about AJ because now you got Xavier, now you got Jesse, now you got Billy. You got guys that want to turn the ball over.
And one more thing about what you said. Now they got the scheme for these damn edge rushers. They got to think about, okay, which one of these is coming? Which one these we got to stop.
Especially when you got a chess piece, coach.
Exactly.
Like Jalen, you can move him all over, which could, have him like you have to point out the mic. Well, who's the mic?
Exactly.
Because Caden could rush too.
Yes. So
who's the mic now?
You got the scheme for that stuff.
But you know what's funny though, coach? A lot of people's not talking about this, man. But I see like we're talking about it, and like there's other guys, like even in Detroit. I seen a podcast in Detroit, they're talking about the Falcons, and they talk about a specific person that is flying under the radar, Divine Diablo.
Yes.
Yeah, I seen that video you put in chat.
That's Double D with the O on his chest.
Double D with the O on his chest.
That's his name.
That's Ozempic.
Oh.
Ozempic. Yeah. Now, with that O on his chest, that's what I'm gonna call him. I'm gonna call him Divine Ozempic Diablo.
Double D.
Yeah. So now you don't know because Divine is good in space, so somebody can rush and then he can drop.
Mm-hmm.
He's a former safety, which a certain somebody loves to have. Oh, is that Jeff Ulbrich? Yes, it is.
It reminds me of who? Deion Jones. Oh, did I say that? Deion came to college as a safety. People don't realize.
That's why he was that small.
That's why.
Did. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I didn't know that. Oh, okay.
Eureka.
Eureka. No, that's good. All right. D. Coleman said we're gonna take a Q&A right now. G. Coleman said, Jalen, Caden, Floyd, Pierce on third down. Good luck. And don't forget AK.
You're gonna have all them in at one time.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, it's gonna be what they say, like a hockey line.
But I guarantee you on third down, you're gonna see that boy. You're gonna see that boy from Tennessee on third down. Guaranteed to see him on third down.
He's out there.
JPJ,
Guaranteed.
Yeah. I think you know what it is? I think they're gonna keep him fresh.
Yes.
And they might just use him maybe like in the third or fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm. Especially when you got the game.
Yes, you got to put the game away.
Put it away.
You know what I'm gonna call him? Mariano Rivera. Go get him, Sam, man.
Go get him.
Go get the save, man.
You know who I want to see line up with each other? JPJ and Trice.
Ooh, you know he's another guy flying under the radar.
Yeah. If he get healthy, we got to get him healthy. He got to be healed.
But he can also rush off the interior too. He's strong enough to rush inside.
He's strong as the ox.
Yeah. He can rush inside now. So now the only factor that could blow this whole thing up is like
that big edge too.
Douglas
can rush. Douglas is a damn good pass rusher too.
Douglas is really good. Douglas got good hands. So. Douglas got hands.
So
like
they got us picked wrong. That's okay. Stay where you're at. We don't want to be known.
If anything, if you're looking at this and you guys are going off of if y'all do like Vegas or whatever, go ahead and pick the over. Pick the over.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Pick the over. What's it? Don't forget. Oh yeah, Mucho said don't forget.
Troy gotta get healthy. He gotta prove to me that he can stay healthy.
Take on Troy.
They don't want it.
Maybe let me get to the question. All right, Q&A. We got
them on Troy.
We got. Is Darnell Mooney gonna step up? Going to I guess have a bigger step this season?
Yes, he's gonna be your guy that's going deep.
Whoa!
Catching the football.
That's what she said.
Was he catching the football doing it? Whoa. Okay. Touchdown! No,
she told me to go deep.
Oh my God! Here we go. We got number 2. Scotty Robinson comes in. Do y'all see Kyle Pitts scoring 10 touchdowns this season?
I can
see it. Doesn't mean it's going to happen.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
Well, we don't want
realistically. I can see him get 7.
I don't want to get no more than 7.
I'm good with 7.
I'll tell you why I want to get more than 7. He get 10, he gonna want more money. So no,
there you go. Yeah, let's sign him on a cheap.
Y'all got to spend money.
Exactly. I'm good with 7. We're good.
You know, on Madden, I always sign him for about $4.5 million on Madden. So I'll take that.
Who said Muto? Your boy gone. I'm finally succeeding.
Oh no!
D'Angelo Malone is gone.
Yeah, Malone. Hey, y'all leave Forrest Gump alone.
He is gone.
Listen,
by D'Angelo.
He's gonna run straight real fast, man.
Run, Forrest, run.
D'Angelo Malone will be in Tennessee.
Oh, okay, next question. ATL Leo said, do y'all see us sweeping the NFC South?
I see one loss.
No. Oh, 5-1?
I mean, is it possible? Sure.
Okay, so we're sweeping the Saints. We're sweeping the Saints. We're good on that. We're sweeping the Saints. Cam Jordan's going to retire after this season because he can't take it no more. Okay, so those are your 2. Okay, Carolina. That means you see us getting Carolina twice?
We can. We're going to lose one game between them or Tampa Bay. We're going to sweep 2 we're going to sweep 2 of the division teams. Because I think we come back from what's called when we come back from Berlin, we play the Panthers, I think. And there's no bye week between that. We play them on Monday night game. I'm not mistaken.
I see Decom. I say 4-2. 4-2. I think we drop 1. Like okay. Here's my thing. I think we can go 5-1. It just depends on what's your belief in Carolina.
Right.
That's what it is. Like, how much do you believe that Carolina is going to take that next step? But with no pass rush, we already know what that's like. When you don't have no pass rush, can Bryce actually do what he did last year with our improved pass rush and our improved defense?
Jalen gonna love that.
Jalen's going to kill him.
Jalen actually got a sack on Bryce Young.
Okay, that's what's...
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Jalen got a sack on Bryce Young.
Hey, listen. Boy, you see y'all get, man, listen.
Freshman year.
Next one. Dre Murphy says, you guys got your questions in, man. I appreciate this. Magnus, you putting your boy, your dog, your man, Nick Nash over Casey Washington as one of the receivers to make the team, bro. Wait a minute.
Say his name and he appears.
Now,
say
it's gonna
his
come down.
name and he appears. Say his.
It's gonna come down to those 2 guys right there, right?
Don't do that, coach.
If they keep 7, Both those guys to make the team.
Casey going to the practice squad. You can't afford to lose. You could afford to lose Casey.
Yeah,
Ain't nobody
I know that.
him.
If they keep 7 wide receivers, you would see both of those guys on the team.
Okay, so we have Drake, Mooney, Ray,
Cardell,
Hodge. Yeah, that's 4.
Agnew.
So there's your 5 right there.
So Casey and Nick are your next.
And then Casey and Nick is battling for like that
Right.
6th spot. And I think Agnew is pretty much coming in here just to do like special teams for Ray.
Gadget and special teams, yes.
Right. So I guess Ray is probably going for the spot.
I'm telling you something. Don't count Chris Brown.
What? See, now you're talking like swag right here. Who's getting first?
You can't count him out. You can't count him out.
I don't think. See, okay. I want to specifically talk about like cut, and when I say cut, I mean like they're not going to be on the active roster, but they could be on the practice squad. So Blair has, God, if it wasn't for that route that he ran, I think he would against Washington.
That killed him.
It killed him, yeah. That's what's get like, you know, and you know when you're coaching, they took him out right after that. So
I was like,
you get over here.
Go get some water and sit down on the bench.
Because you know Chris Blair was tearing up in preseason. He was looking pretty good.
He was
looking pretty good.
Him and Penn had a great nucleus.
He do, but I mean, we'll see. That's a tough question, though, Swag. That's a tough question. The X Man says, can Kyle Pitts earn himself a second contract with the Falcons?
Yes,
I see that.
Yes,
and I see us actually offering him one. We're gonna sign back, and you heard it here first. Drake and Kyle come back. So keep your 8 jersey and keep your 5.
Batman and Robin are here to stay.
I got a question for you though.
Yeah.
Would it be smart for them to sign Kyle Pitts before the season starts, like they did AJ last year? So then you ain't.
But you know what I would do first? This is what I would do first. I'll extend Jesse.
Nah, he's not going to extend it.
What? It? Oh, see, Coach killing my dreams.
Want me to tell you why?
Why?
You got his replacement already there.
But no, Coach, you wouldn't want to keep them together?
You got his replacement. Jesse, do your job as being that mentor this year and next year. Because Jesse's still here.
The man ain't old, man. He ain't old.
Well, I don't care about
don't do that, Coach.
He'll be 30 by the time he gets through this contract.
Coach, you know you could play like, you know, he could play until at least like 32 at safety.
Well, we see that they happen with Simmons.
Not.
I'm just saying.
But that was also Jimmy Lake.
No, that was
because look, Coach,
that was a fan thing because the fans talked him into doing that shit.
But how you fall off the cliff like that much though? Like, come on.
Nobody listen. When we signed Judon and when we signed Simmons, nobody else wanted their asses.
Well, the thing about Judon, we traded for Judon, right?
Yeah, we traded for him, but nobody wanted him.
We did.
Who else tried to trade for his ass?
Yeah.
Nobody.
Oh,
nobody. So
I thought Justin was still a good safety. In Denver, he was good in Denver. What do you mean?
Yeah,
he was good in Denver.
He was always mile high.
Oh Jesus. Okay. Okay. Last question. All right. I missed a lot of your. I missed a lot of your stuff here. Let me go.
No.
I missed a lot. Yo, X got a lot of questions. X got a lot of questions, man. He's like my guy.
No, we won't go.
Can Troy Anderson earn himself a second contract, or is he going to be another John? Well, John Comiskey had a resurgence in Detroit. I'm just saying.
No,
I'm just saying.
Maybe Troy can go to Detroit
until he proves that he can stay healthy. I don't believe in him.
I mean, you could. Do you need him to start though? He could sign for a lot less, but he don't have to start though.
Okay. I mean, whether he starts or is he
I mean, here's what you could do, and here's what you could do.
Send him to Seattle
because
close to home.
You still have Divine Diablo, right?
Right.
Now, Caden Ellis is due after this year. And he's going to be 31 going on 32. Oh, God. Go ahead. Yes, Coach.
That position already filled.
No, I'm just saying because we talk about Troy right here, right? Mm-hmm. So, Caden, if you want to let Caden walk, you know, maybe if the number's not right, but our main priority to me is to sign Drake. You know, Kyle may be like your number 2. Divine is like your next. Divine is like your next linebacker for the foreseeable future. Then you have Jalen is going to be your chess piece. You can move Bam Bam down if you want to, and have him cross train that linebacker if they're not doing it already. Helms.
If they were smart, they would.
He needs some more weight on.
What? He's what? Like
they might have been doing that when he was
like 203, man.
Oh, okay, so he gotta gain some weight. Him and Kobe Bryant gotta go to the same eateries.
Kobe's fine.
No, at 173.
He is at 180 now.
That Georgia air.
It's the watermelon he eating.
Okay, Xavier said, can Jalen Walker earn Defensive Rookie of the Year? I don't think he'll have the numbers. But I think Pierce can be in there. But if I'm looking at anybody that could be Rookie of the Year from this team, I think my boy X can do it.
Yeah, it's either X or Billy.
Yeah, because they're going to be teams that's going to be throwing against us. They'll have opportunities. But if you talk about like how sacks play more into it, I guess you could say Pierce too. I mean, we're going to have some guys though. We're going to have some guys.
You know, because we're so tough. Deep.
Right.
We're so deep in their front seven. I don't think he's going to have the opportunity to get that many sacks or you know have that type of But
and 4.5 is enough to get you
61 sacks.
Yeah, but 4.5 is enough to get you Defensive Rookie of the Year.
You know, Jared Verse got it.
That's what I'm saying. Jared Verse got 4.5.
That is true, but
like you don't have to get 7. I think you can get like
that opens another can of like what we were discussing earlier with the MVP conversation.
Popularity.
I don't think is he going to be well recognized around the league, like because Jared Verse was he was a top recruit coming out. So I don't.
Well, here's the thing with that. With answering your question, Ant, we have a lot of primetime games.
Exactly.
Ain't no excuse now.
True.
If you talk about recognition, it's time now. Just like with I hate to compare it, but it's like with Trae Young. You got your depth, you got your people. It's time now. Tatum is out. Halliburton is out. There's trouble in Milwaukee. It's your time now, boy.
Giannis may be in Atlanta.
What?
Nah, I don't see it. I don't see it going to be Atlanta.
No, because you have to gut your team to get him.
I'm good. I'm good on that. Nope. I'd rather win now and develop our talent than to gut our team just to sell out for a chip. Nah, I'm good.
Damn, we got too many questions here, man. I'm you know what? Maybe next week I'll just have like a bunch of questions. We'll just do like fan appreciation. You guys could send in like your questions. Cause I gotta go see what my daughter doing. It's too damn quiet in the house. Okay. But yeah, so next week, have your questions ready or hit me up or whatever. Like, like y'all got the info. Hit me up or Ant or Coach or whatever, and we'll do a full review on what you guys is thinking. Unless like there's some big news that happens this week, but we're about a few weeks away from training camp, so we just like doing filler right now. But y'all can get y'all questions in, and then we'll just like a full on 2 hours of just like answering your questions or whatever, man. But go ahead, Ant, say your goodbyes. Go get, but you know what? That's why I'm ending the show now.
Damn Giannis, go get Ben Simmons.
Go ahead, Coach.
Hey,
go ahead, Ant. Jesus Christ.
As always, we appreciate y'all, supporting us. I mean, y'all it's the off season, so y'all didn't have to come out, support. But
It's a good ass apple.
guess what, y'all? Training camp is at the end of the month.
Yep.
We right here at the we're getting right towards the finish line. Now we just gotta cross over the hurdle. Y'all stay tuned for whatever AFN or and everybody got going on. Again, we appreciate y'all.
All right. Go ahead, Coach.
Again, thank you guys for joining us today, man. Stay tuned for next week. Something's gonna be about something. But I'll be on Friday. I'll be back on Friday night and Saturday morning, as well as Sunday morning. Like I said, man, training camp's right around the corner. I'm gonna try to bring something. Like I say, ain't nothing going on, so I think outside the box and bring something to you guys. All right, so that's how I do it. But until then, thank y'all.
There we go. So
that's true. Yeah. Drake Murphy, appreciate that.
yeah.
Hall of Fame game is right around the corner.
So I want to thank y'all for tuning in and stuff like that. We went a little bit over than we normally do, but you guys had some really good questions, and I apologize. We'll do better next week. Like I said, I'm thinking about just doing like a whole show on just like answering you guys' questions. So make sure you save it. I definitely won't forget it going into next week, and we'll just like make it just straight all about you guys, unless, like I said, we make a signing, which probably won't happen, or some sort of like news will happen or trade happens or something like that. So other than that, so next week is going to be about y'all, man. But today was the best day of life, but to us, it was just Sunday, man. Check this out, man. We appreciate everybody that's like for tuning in and turning into the new channel, AFN LLC. Tune into the Lady Birds on Tuesday. It's your boy Magnus. See you next week. It's all about y'all next week, man. Later, man.